No.
Alright, hello. God, fucking son of a bitch.
Meow.
I hate you.
I love you so much, sweetie.
I heard that was the traditional way to start a stream.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you.
Everything sucks. Also, unfortunately, Andrea's saying, at this rate, don't count on me being there.
No.
Stupid fucking...
Roadworks.
And people wonder why I hate sports.
Yeah.
People
It
being silly
wasn't blocked
about
off
sports.
because of road work, it was blocked off because of football games.
Oh, right, yeah. Road blockage because of humanness. Poor Andrea. It's okay, we will have many meows in her name. Meow.
Meow.
I didn't ask for this.
Well,
Meow. Meow.
I
Sammy,
didn't want
ironically, the
this.
one who cannot meow. For she has no lungs. I'm gonna
Anyhow,
mute.
with all that bullshit, so, to recap what happened last week, well, you guys all went to Roku Island, and because of that, you went to Roku Island after having a very nice dinner and making a few plans, and on the way you dealt with a real douchebag of a boat captain. So, after dealing with Douchey McDoucheface, you got to Roku Island and met a few people. The abbot, who was, who had sort of fancied up the temple, and had gotten used to the finer things in life, provided by the fact that he was being financed by the Empire of Balance. Sorry, give me 1 second. The abbess, who was sort of bitchy and held a grudge, but at the end of the day pretty reasonable, and a little girl by the name of Kemushi. And Kemushi was covered in scars from burns, and was a combustion bender. However, because of that, she couldn't lie without injuring herself. And so, well, she hid away to... But she also had a propensity for seeing things that were hidden, and could tell that Yura and Hiro were the Avatar. As such, she told them how to worm their way into the, well, you couldn't get into Roku's main room because it's not the summer solstice, but into the vestibule, and upon meditating there, Yura and Hiro had an interesting experience with Roku and Kiyoshi, and an unpleasant experience with Jingyi, whose soul seems to be in not a great state.
you could say she's beside herself.
A little bit.
I hate you.
She's really split on the issue.
Get out.
She has a half a half.
You're still a little quiet, Smarty.
Bollocks.
I remember when I had a mic sort of like that, one thing that I would do would sort of be to tuck the mic cord behind my ear, but that's kind of dumb, and you don't have to do it if you don't want to. But anyway, the point is, after all that, well, you get to about where you are, which is consolidating about how you're going to get off this island. And I remember you guys had an interesting plan. I don't remember what that was, but I remember it was interesting. Because, see, there's an island nearby enough that it's connected with a land bridge when the tide goes out at night. But you'll have to move a little quick to get there. And then you can leave to somewhere else in the Fire Nation once the boats arrive tomorrow. Where you're going, as far as I'm aware, is as yet undecided. Is there anything I forgot?
Well, there was the fact that Hiro and Tonawé were gonna hang out a little bit to make it look like they were gonna be staying the night to avoid arousing suspicion, and then they were gonna hop on Morrow and ride to catch up with the others.
Ah, yes, that was the plan. Okay. So, that's where y'all are. Kamushi is continuing to stay hidden because she can't bullshit about you guys being the Avatar, and since at least one of the highest ranking members is on Kamushi's mom's payroll. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Part of the reason Kamushi's being trained here, her mom is the leader of the Empire of Balance. But anyway. Point being, it might not be safe for you here. Now do what you will.
Go!
Okay. Well, as we were planning... Oh, echo.
Oh,
sorry,
fuck.
that might be on my end.
As we were planning, I suppose Hiro's just gonna wait until, as long as he can with Tonawé before riding off in the night, like, they wanted to.
Is he gonna Zoa this where he jumps off like the balcony and he lands on top of
Morrow.
except he does it backwards?
He's not gonna hurt his buddy like that. That would hurt his back.
He could, but he's an airbender.
Okay, that's true.
It's just
Proven
cushion
that
his foot.
airbenders don't weigh anything.
Alright, I guess he could do that.
He's like, and away! Thunk, he's backwards. This isn't right. Hold on.
Looks around. Right! Turns
Legs
back around.
apart, knees in.
Oh hey, you sound good now, Smarty. Cool. But anywho's it's
Bloopa bloopa bloop.
Shelly, what are you doing here?
Oh hush. But anyway,
Oh, the crossover.
All the crossovers.
So it's clear that the abbot is getting kind of worried and is arguing a bit with the abbess about if you hadn't scared her off, and the abbess is just, And then the abbot walks up to the two of you and says, you were the last ones to talk to Kamushi. Do you know where she is?
I think she was
Oh
just...
shit, I was supposed to be playing hide and seek with her, and then he runs off.
God damn it.
Tonawé just looks at Hiro's retreating back, looks at the abbess and the abbot, and then just kind of opens her mouth, closes it again, and walks off after Hiro.
Well, that was a great way to start the session.
Best escape ever.
Oh shit, hide and seek.
The abbess is clearly unimpressed, and the abbot just says, oh god damn it. But anyway, you find Morrow hanging around outside, and Kamushi annoying him.
Aw, he likes you.
Morrow,
That means he likes you.
I don't think he does.
Oh, he pouts a lot, but he's a big baby on the inside. Isn't that right, Morrow? That's what I thought.
Are you guys getting ready to go?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. Good luck learning stuff. and figuring out what's up with the Avatar spirit?
We can do it. I promise. We'll take care of it.
We
And we'll be
probably
back
won't.
again to see.
We probably won't tell you too much about our plans, though, just because
That's completely fair.
We'll probably see you again sometime, though.
I don't know if that's true, but I hope it is.
Well,
I'll try to at the very least.
I'll be honest. I don't really want to leave you here long term.
Could we take her with us?
No.
You're not
You're
there.
not there.
Still no.
She's
I suggested that last time.
she.
When I suggested it's kidnapping, but when you suggested it's heroic.
It's rescuing.
You literally
Hero-
suggested the word kidnapping, Dave.
Hero, we're already worried about people following us. She's the daughter of Hutaru. Hutaru? Either way.
Otaru. She cringes and says, I'd like it a lot, but it's probably a really, really bad idea.
I understand exactly where you're coming from, Hero. I'm not happy about leaving her in a place where... I'm not even happy leaving her where her mother has access to her, if I'm entirely honest, but...
She frowns and says, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cause trouble.
It's nothing for you to apologize for. There are people out there who don't treat children the way they should, and it's appalling, and... Anyway. We'll try and make things safe for you at some point, but...
I think I'd
The best way
like
to
that.
do that is... Sorry?
I think I'd like that.
But in the meantime, the best way to do that is to find out where to go with this Avatar business.
Alright.
Hero looks very sad about this, but he doesn't argue.
Tonawé looks pained.
Don't answer this question, but I have to ask it. Just because I really, really want to ask it. Do you guys want to destroy the Empire of Balance? Because even though my mom's the one who runs it, and even though it's caused a lot of chaos in the world, I don't know if it's completely a bad thing. And I don't know if I want my home to be destroyed. I think it might be a good thing, except that I'm really scared. But don't answer me. And she runs away.
Tonawé had been, about to reach out and put a hand on her shoulder, but obviously she's run off. She just looks at Hero, slightly at a loss.
Hero looks back at her and he goes, I guess I didn't think about that.
I'll be honest, I didn't either. And being asked that, I don't actually know.
I don't know either. I was just thinking about putting the spirit back together. I wasn't thinking about...
We'll discuss it when we meet back up with the others. It is something
Yeah.
that'll have to be addressed sooner or later.
Yeah, I guess it is. Alright, Morrow. We're gonna get going.
Bitchy Morrow noises, but
She rubs him on the shoulders, just as a kind of, oh, good boy.
so Morrow rides you guys over to the others who are presumably chilling out, and you can see that as the tide lowers, a good-sized sort of the water over the land bridge is knee-high at the highest now. The tide's not completely out, but it is getting lower.
Right, so have we caught up with the others yet, or not yet?
Yes, it is dark outside, and you can see the stars and the moon, which is currently half waxing.
Hey guys.
Just distracted by the moon and the stars.
Okay, have fun.
Have we made it to the land bridge in time, or is it?
Oh
is
yeah,
tide
the
changing?
tide is going out. It's not even completely out yet, and I was just saying that you can see the land bridge sort of emerging.
Sorry, I missed that.
It's okay.
And we'll attempt to earthbend some earth up.
Yeah, you can bend some earth up, but because it's wet sand, it kind of slump.
Okay.
I mean, you made a little mound, but it's not going to stay where it is.
It schloops.
It bloopa bloopa bloops.
Hmm.
So do we make our way across?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Alright. Unless anyone wants to stop for anything, you guys are able to make your way to the nearest island. And the only thing is that your pants are going to get kind of wet just because by the time you've gotten across, the tide is starting to come back in. Andrea!
And we
There
are.
she is! Yay!
Yay!
I fucking hate football.
I know,
I know what you
baby.
mean.
Thank you for coming back and joining us.
Thank you.
We're so happy to have you.
Uh-huh.
We are.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh,
Of course,
hugs.
honey.
Hugs.
Take care of yourself as much as you need.
Mm.
But as it is, you're all on. It's sort of a podunk little island. You can see that there's a hotel, and it has the vacancy sign painted on it.
So it's always vacant.
Yeah.
Always vacant. They just have someone that comes over and just hangs up a no.
Yeah.
On the rare occasion that.
But because it's fairly late at night, like I'd say 9 o'clock-ish. Also, I said this current season was fall or spring, right?
One of those. I thought you said it was spring.
Spring, because
Spring,
we were
okay.
kind of going,
Thank you.
ooh, we should go back to Roku Island during the summer solstice.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to keep track of this stuff.
yeah, I do remember that the Let's Go Back was in a few months, not in nearly a
Okie
year.
dokie.
So
Thank you.
We should
So
also
it's-
probably keep track of moon cycles since we have 2 waterbenders.
I am keeping track of that.
Sweet.
What
Very
is the phase
detailed.
of the moon?
I said that the phase of the moon is currently half waxing.
Waxing.
So, you guys, it's like 9 o'clock p.m., of course. So you guys can most of the town is winding down because it's a very sleepy little town. Like, the sort where most people go to bed when it gets dark. But you can see that there's still some activity in a tavern, and obviously some of the hotel's lights are on. And hello, Andrea. I'm happy to see you.
you're so pretty. Oh.
Aw. Mark, who's had her face in a scroll, the many hours that the boat ride was, and the time at Roku Island, looks up, looks around, and goes, "Are we not going to Roku Island?"
Nothing gets past
Hero-
you, Mac.
Hiro looks over at her and he goes, "We were just there. We meditated and everything.
Oh,
We screamed
Okay.
in
I just
horror.
left Roku Island.
Your pants are wet because we were on a land bridge."
she looks down, like looks at her leg, like she's like stands on one leg and then kind of picks up the other leg and looks at it, and goes, "Oh,
No, I'm fairly sure I would have noticed that.
Are you sure that magnifying glass over your eye is working?
So, where would you guys like to go?
Hero, being a teenager and rebellious, kind of starts heading towards the tavern.
Smarty, do you want to catch him by the back of the shirt, or should I?
I've got it.
Good.
When Lily grabs him, he's like, "What?
No.
Why not?"
It's past your bedtime.
It's
It is not.
it's past your bedtime, young man.
It is not.
Okay, it's
You don't
past
even know
my
what my bedtime is. You don't know my life.
Either way, I think you're a little too young to start drinking alcohol.
I am not.
Do they have an established age in the world? I don't recall.
No, they do not.
I don't think
Because
so.
it's a kids' show.
Yeah, I figured.
But guys, really, do we want the human tire fire to be drunk at any point?
Oh god, he'd start a ball fight in like 10 seconds flat.
Let's throw alcohol
No,
on
He'd
not
them.
drunk.
try to flirt with someone drunkenly, going, I'm the Avatar. Does that do anything for you?
And then he'd start bending to prove it.
God damn it.
Maybe we'll let him have one glass at some point, but not drunk.
When he proves that he is mature enough.
It's the Letty thing of not the Letty thing, the Flotsam thing of we can never let you drink.
We could never
Oh,
let her
but
have
I'm almost
alcohol.
11!
Oh no!
But, are y'all gonna drag Hero towards the, what's the word? Hotel, or annoy some of the locals, or just rough it?
We're just going to the inn.
Alright. At the
You're
inn...
dragging Hero.
Mhm. At the inn, there is someone there. And she may introduce herself.
Oh, okay. Where's the description I put of her? There it is.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm very unprepared. I am sorry.
I am very
Take your
excited.
time. Take your time.
Take as
There's
much time as you need.
there's a girl just kind of sitting in a corner. She's wearing very beat up Earth Empire armor. She's about, even though she's like sitting down, she looks about 5 feet. She's very pale skin, and every once in a while she'll look up and you can kind of glimpse these very bright golden eyes. And she has very jet black hair.
So wait, she looks Fire Nation, but is just Earth Nation.
Yes, and her hair on one side goes about to her shoulder. The other side is cut right at the end of her ear.
Okay. Eli,
And she has
you know the
And she has a pet tiger monkey sitting on her head, and they look like they're talking without her moving her lips.
tiger monkey. That's awesome. Eli, you know what I'm going to ask.
Uh-huh.
So, anything? Like, can you PM me?
Oh, shit, right. PM me your precise question.
Okay.
Is Mark going to have to get out the calipers?
Oh my
And the
god.
tape measure. And the ruler.
Which reminds me, I should ask you that question.
Ooh, fun.
I hate you all.
Passing notes with the DM.
I love you too.
Hero sees her and smiles.
Ooh.
God damn it.
Marcus,
He hasn't even done anything yet.
No, not you.
Okay.
Mark is going to walk
Preemptive.
over.
Okay, so both Hero and Mock are walking over. This will end bad.
Hero looks like kind
Oh,
of does his own
great.
thing as Mock is going, and he's like, "What are you?"
The calipers are coming out.
Hero just going, Mark, don't do anything weird, she's cute.
Basically, actually, he looks at Mock and he actually does say out loud, "Oh God, are you gonna be weird again?"
Mark's gonna walk up to this person. Where is she? Like, where is she standing or sitting? Or
She's just kind of sitting in the corner. Every once in a while, she's just looking up at the monkey, and the monkey's just tapping on her head.
so, like, is she sitting down in the corner? Or is there like a?
Sitting down in the corner.
Oh, really? Okay, Mark's gonna walk over, sit down next to her, like there's nothing wrong. Like this is a perfectly everyday thing. And just gonna look over at her and goes, "You're a very powerful firebender. Are you a mercenary?"
She
told
does
you
not
to do
react.
anything weird, Mock.
She does nothing for a moment. Then kind of looks over at Hiro, then over at Yura, gets up, and then just runs over to Yura, grabs Yura by the arm, and drags her over to Hiro.
Mm-hmm.
And just looking back and
Yura
forth.
will resist.
Hiro observes all this, groans loudly, and mutters, "Not another one." As in another person who can tell.
Another weirdo.
You ain't having this shit.
Oh my god! All the people that immediately figured out were all weirdos.
True though. It's funny because it's true. Oh god.
At this point, I'd be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if we just found King Boomy. He was like, "You're the Avatar."
Hiro's just like,
Hanging
does everyone
out.
know?
No, you're the Avatar.
If Yura resists, Keahi is going to pull harder.
She'll probably just start kind of punching ineffectually because she is kind of scrawny.
Hiro runs
Teenage girl.
over. Hiro runs over and tries to separate the two, and he says quietly to Keahi, "Okay, we get it. You know."
Does not respond. Is still pulling on you. If she notices Hiro's there, she's just going to push Hiro into Yura, and is just going to start looking at them.
Like I said, okay, we get it. You know.
For the record, there is an employee asleep at the front desk who's now waking up, and he just sort of stares at you. Very clearly Fire Nation, maybe a touch of Water King, maybe a touch of Water Tribe in there. Just stares at you and says, "Okay, are you guys gonna pay for a room or what?"
Yep.
Yes, please. Just a minute. And he looks back at Keahi and goes, "Okay, look, you can't just go around telling people, okay?"
Just kind of raises both her fingers and just kind of pokes their foreheads.
Okay, why is... And he looks over at Yura.
Wait a minute, I have a question for you, Eli.
Oh dear.
Oh, boy.
He looks over at Yura and he...
A spider monkey?
Tiger.
Tiger monkey.
Thank you.
He looks over at Yura and he whispers, "Why is everyone who figures it out weird?"
I'm just impressed and slightly concerned she figured it out within seconds of seeing you both.
Yeah. My chameleon might try and bite her if she's still trying to
She's...
lay hands on me.
I think she was just poking your forehead. She's not like grabbing you.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah, she once Hiro ran over, she just kind of pushed them into each other and just standing there like, what?
Did you
I'm
hear
giving you
me?
a death glare then.
Did you hear me? I told you can't go around telling people. Hello? Hello? Anyone home?
Are you addressing that to Keahi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Mark is
tiger
going-
monkey is tapping on her head.
I'm half tempted to just talk to the tiger monkey. I think at this point, Mark believes the tiger monkey is in charge.
Fuck!
Yep, and Mark's going to come over and look up at the tiger monkey and go, "Is she for hire?"
Oh my god.
The tiger monkey translates.
Oh my god, that sounds so bad out of context.
She just
Another out
whips
of context D&D.
around and looks at. She just whips around and looks at Mock and just tilts her head to the side, like,
Hero turns to Mock and he goes, "You don't just ask people that." Oh my god. Wait.
Oh my god! I just realized what you were talking about.
Yeah. You can't just
Are you a
ask
mercenary?
for hire.
She shakes her head no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mark, what are you thinking?
Mark not having. She's now zeroed in on this person, and takes out her measuring equipment,
Her calipers?
God fucking damn it.
her calipers, her notes,
Oh no, Mark, no.
couple of other things. He goes, "You're very You're very firebender. Could I take some measurements?"
You don't just. Well, at least she asked.
At least
this
she's
time.
asking this time, yes.
That's what Hero says.
They
Yeah,
both
he
say
just
it.
kind of like shrinking away and shrinking and backing up.
Mark, I think you're making her a bit uneasy.
I do that with a lot of people.
Yes. There may be a common denominator there, you know. Something to think
Hey,
about.
can you guys maybe get some information out of her? She hasn't talked to me.
Um.
Because you're not
been-
talking to her.
Yeah.
And she will gesture to the tiger monkey.
And he. Oh my god.
Oh god, more crazies. Is anyone going to actually pay us today?
Yes, we will. Just. I'm not crazy. I'm just hanging out with crazy people. I don't have much of a choice in this matter. I'm sorry.
Keahi
Put some money
Keahi
down.
is just looking up at digits, and is just kind of like, she has her finger just like this, and there's just a little flame at the end of her finger just going off and on.
I don't know what that means.
Can any of us know what that means, Eli?
I'd say that
Actually,
Ellen definitely recognizes it because it's the same sort of signaling that you use to contact your mom, and except in fire rather than in earth.
With fire.
And Hatter recognizes it because you've probably played around with one of them newfangled telegraph machines.
I may have built one and then accidentally left it somewhere.
Although you were very
Forgot about
quickly thrown off it.
Actually, I know Hero said he doesn't know what that means, but, like, would he? Because,
For everyone else, to see if you know what that means, please roll a mental skill, preferably proficiency would be best.
shit, I don't know where my, one moment, I'm sorry.
It's okay, take your time.
We'll start reading.
Fuck.
And for the record, Andre, you can always just say what you're saying out loud. Just because your character's mute doesn't mean you have to be.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Just
not
making
shell.
sure that's clear.
Please don't actually communicate in Morse code. That would be very annoying.
No, I'm not going to.
You're
Just for
not
the-
Alright, what mental skill would you prefer we roll?
Best would be proficiency.
Okay.
Yura has seen something like this before, but doesn't know it.
20! Holy shit!
You're
Wow.
like, what is that? Oh, wait, I know.
Your,
That's what I think he's gonna do, yeah.
your family owns a telegraph.
So
It's super newfangled, but they taught you how to use it.
So he can understand what she's saying.
Yep, to Aunt Lily and Tonawé, neither of you know what the heck she's doing,
I have
unfortunately.
+12, and I got a 2.
Oh no.
Sorry, Smarty, that is genuinely a bitch.
So for those who can understand, she's signaling to her monkey. These people are weird.
Hero sees it, and then she goes, well, he goes, oh! And then he starts signaling back to her, and he signals, you can't hear?
Keahi is looking at you with wide eyes.
Mark will see this, pull out her box of matches, and then
Mark, no!
light one, blow it out, light another one, blow it out.
That is very
Pause. Pause. Then light another one. Is this how you Morse code, but
Oh, it's going.
slowly?
I'm gonna spit out chocolate. God dang it!
Super
She
slowly.
just gently kind of puts her hand over Mark's hand and just kind of pushes it down. Mark, you can also just clap or not waste matches.
Mark's not even paying attention. She keeps doing it, and eventually it spells out.
Hi.
No. Eventually, because that would only be 6 matches. Eventually, after a long while, it spells out. You're weird too. Also, hi.
Also, hi.
The ground is littered with matches, and the teenager just has a look of, I'm gonna have to clean that up, aren't I?
Cleans it up.
But yeah, so Hero signals back to her, oh, you can't hear?
She just shakes her head.
He signals, that's okay, I can understand you.
She just quickly turns around and just like frantically signaling to digits. He can understand. He can understand. This is the first person who can understand.
Oh, that's so cute.
Ning
Okay, I'm
will,
doing it already.
Ning will open the door, stomp a little, and get some rocks. They float over to her. Then she'll start juggling rocks, Morse word, letters at a time, instead of single.
Like she gets dot and dash rocks and spells it out in the sky. Or, like, floating.
Mm-hmm.
That works. The guy is staring at you all and just says, God, I hope one of you has money.
Lily's
Can I ask,
Oh, good.
do any of us have money?
I'll say that you all do. Please roll, I'll say, 10d10 each to see how much you have.
Also, Mark is going to signal to,
Oops.
what's her name? Sorry?
Yeah.
Keahi, but you haven't set. It hasn't set a character.
Okay, Keahi. That, one, she can also understand. And, two, how did you know they're the Avatar?
You're running out of matches.
Hero
point-
is observing this, and he sighs heavily, and he reaches over and taps, like with his finger on Mock's shoulder, and he taps in, signaling, you can just do this.
She's going to tilt her head like she doesn't understand him. And then when she's out of matches, we'll pull out basically what is the equivalent of a flint lighter. And start using that.
Why didn't she use that to start with?
Oh my fucking god!
The old zipper.
The room is starting to smell a little like smoke.
He
Tonawé
taps
is just... Oh god.
he taps on her shoulder again. Mock, really, just do this.
And what does he do?
He taps that out in Morse code on your shoulder.
Like, no, because okay, here's the joke that I'm going for. She doesn't understand Morse code from anyone but her. So as he was trying to do it, she doesn't understand.
Mark doesn't actually understand Morse code, only knows how to say it.
I don't No, I'd say that she also
I
doesn't understand,
do
but because
not-
she's such a weird character, she doesn't understand it when Hero does it.
But that doesn't make sense.
Why?
I know.
It's because you've got an accent.
That makes no sense.
You've got an accent.
You can't have an accent in. Oh my god.
An accent.
You know what? I'll allow for this. She might not make the mental connection that Hero's signaling to her, but if you do make that connection, she'll get it.
Tonawé just
I
slowly
have never
backs...
had to force a character not to be ignorant before.
Tonawé backs slowly away approaches the innkeeper and goes, so, how much for, how many rooms do you have free at the moment?
He's so defeated.
Plenty. He sighs and says, you guys would probably fit in, like, a couple of suites. That'd be about 25 gold, or 25 units of non-specific currency.
I know it's Yuan's and Korra, but I don't think they were ever...
I'll go with yuans.
Tonawé...
Suites to fit you all will be 25 yuans. If you each want your own room, it'll be more.
We'll go with the 25 yuan option. I don't think we're going to be able to tear Mark away from our new friend over there anyway.
He takes out 2 keys and says, these are to each of the suites. They have a few... they each have a king-sized bed and 2 twin beds.
Thank you.
So, divvy it up however you want.
Thank you very much.
Hero calls over, I want a king-sized bed.
She just gives him a deadpan look, like...
What?
I'm taking the king size bed.
What?
What did Yura say?
No, I said she just gave him a deadpan look like, I'm taking the king size bed.
Okay.
And has Andrea, has she answered the question?
What question? Oh, no, she hasn't yet.
Yeah.
She looked when she, I guess you signal this at her when she's looking?
Yes.
Okay, she signals back, they're auras.
She's going to perk up, clap excitedly, and then start pulling out scrolls and notes and going to start conversing with her about auras and how she is a scientist studying chi.
Hero says out loud and in signaling, oh no.
Terrible mistake.
I would like to say that Tonawé has handed over 25 yuans to the innkeeper and is just very gently taking Keahi by one elbow, like with one hand taking Keahi's elbow, with the other taking Mark's, and just gently leading them to the room that she just rented.
She's doing Morse code for like.
Keahi. Sorry.
No, it looks like Andrea wants to say something.
When Tonawé grabs her elbow, she immediately pulls it away, and then her fireball is just sitting in her hand. She's backing away, breathing heavily.
Tonawé
Mark
quickly...
doesn't know this and has continued to follow her to continue the conversation. Not directly in front of her, but like off to her side so she can like see her out of her peripheral vision, and is continuing to tap it out.
She just puts her hands up like this, as in, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. I just feel that we should talk in private.
Hero translates in signaling.
For the record, Digits translates as well.
And then Hero glances over at Mach, sighs, looks back at Keahi, and signals, will you please tell her she can just tap on your shoulder or something?
She's like tapping it out now.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
She finally got it.
Yeah. Though, is she still paying attention to what, did Dally want to say something?
No, this is just what Tonawé's doing.
Oh, okay. Stay in character.
But she's completely toned out Mach at this point. She's focused heavily on Tonawé.
Okay, I'll wait.
Hero approaches and gently reaches out to offer to tap on her in Morse code to translate.
Hero, I think her monkey's doing that for her.
Oh,
Look,
okay, and he backs
it's tapping
up.
on her head.
Okay.
That's a very smart monkey.
The monkey looks extremely pleased with himself.
Mm-hmm.
And actually pauses in the tapping for just a moment before getting back to it.
I like him.
For the record, he taps out on your head. I'm smart.
She takes a moment, the fireball disappears, and just says, "Yes, you are."
Aww.
What do you have to tell
Upstairs.
yourself?
So Tanawe's still got her hands up. My name's Tonawé. I'm a firebender like you.
The monkey's clearly unsure how to spell your name, and just taps out, her name's something I can't spell.
Hero observes this, rolls his eyes, and then does his best to spell out her name.
Aw.
That.
She signals, "My name is Keahi."
Hero, what's she saying?
Her name is Keahi.
That's a pretty name.
Smarty says, Lily's already gone up to the rooms. She's too old for this shit. Presumably she stole one of the keys from,
Lily was.
Tonawé.
Lily.
Worst
Tonawé
Secret
will have
Service
handed one of
ever.
the... Tonawé will have handed a key to Lily.
For the record, I'd like you all to keep track of your own money.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
gonna say that Keahi has nothing because
fair.
that makes
That's
sense in
fair.
character.
I have 59 minus 25 right now.
I'm gonna say Mark has money, but she doesn't like know what to do with money. She just has it. She's not sure where she got it.
It's just
Oh
there.
my god.
I'm sure she got it. Oh my god.
might have
Accidentally
just
robbed a
picked up
bank
a
one
bunch of
time.
shit.
Oh, so that's why they threw me out.
I'm thinking she maybe just picked up change when she saw it on the ground just because, ooh, shiny.
Yeah, like, oh, this is metal. I can do something with this. And then found out that people like to be given this stuff for other stuff in return, and she doesn't understand why. It's kind of useless.
But anyway,
Hero signals back to Keahi to say, "My name is Hero."
My name is Ning.
She's like,
Go ahead.
she signals, "Nice to meet you. Don't touch me."
Don't touch me.
No touchy.
No touching.
Hero responds, "Got it."
Did he translate as well?
And he goes, "She says don't touch her."
Okay, Tanawe's nodding. Okay, I won't touch you. Maybe talk in private, please.
Hero signals that, and, maybe talk in private, please. And then he adds, "We don't want people to know."
the monkey actually glares at you like, hey, this is my job.
Hero looks back at the monkey and signals at the monkey, "Make me."
Bad idea.
The monkey growls at you and reveals a mouthful of very sharp teeth.
Hero backs up like, okay, you
This was
win.
a bad
There's
idea.
a tiger monkey after all.
He says out loud, okay, you win.
The monkey nods.
Damn right I
Right.
win.
I like this monkey.
Yeah, he will signal, "Lead the way."
She will nod, and she will take Mark by the elbow because she doesn't trust Mark to make her own way there. And
That's a good idea because she's continued the conversation even though she's not responding.
My god.
she's just she's oh god, okay. By the way, did Mark clean up her matches?
Yes, she did.
Okay then, as long as they're not leaving a mess. And she
The
just
kid still
over her
looks
shoulder.
vaguely annoyed, but says with a big fake smile, "Have a good night."
Tonawé just looks over and gives a slightly, just looks over her shoulder and gives a deeply apologetic look, and leads everyone up to one of the rooms.
The two rooms are basically mirrors of each other. They're the very classic kind of shitty hotel suite. Like, it's not bug-infested or anything, but it's cheap. So,
Once in the room, Hero shouts, "Dibs!" and flops on the king-size bed.
Too late.
well,
There's
there are
Lily
two
already on
rooms
it.
and there are two rooms and two king-sized beds. So
So he flops on the free one.
Andrea.
The 2 rooms are one of those situations where they're connected by a door in the middle that can only be unlocked with both keys.
Ah, okay. Oh, good. So we don't have to go into the hallway to talk to each other.
Okay, yeah, what's my character? Tonawé makes sure all the doors are open so that they can just have the 2 rooms, be in the 2 rooms and still talk.
But yeah, Hero definitely flops on the remaining king-size bed and goes, "Dibs!"
I'm sorry, I'm terrible with these names, and it's gonna take me forever to get used to them. Andrea, has your character at least started listening again to Mark's conversation?
Probably yes.
Halfway through it, without skipping a beat, like she's in the middle of a word, and then starts tapping something else. I'll be like, there has to be a better way for this, perhaps with some kind of hand motions, and then is going to start like. Almost like how she usually does, where like she drifts off and starts talking about something else, but she's still tapping it out, and she's like lost in thought.
Rambling in Morse code.
Yes, basically.
And she might invent sign language.
Yeah, she's gonna sit down at whatever table there is, take out a very long candle, light it, and then for light, and then start working down a scroll.
Well, Hero's gone flop, Lily is too tired for all this, and Mark is lost to the world more so than usual.
Hero sits up and he goes, "Oh, I can still talk. I'm just making sure we all know this is my bed."
Oh good,
My
wonders never cease.
My bad.
Ning is still there and she can understand it.
Mine.
Mine.
For the record, how's Yura in all this? Just
Yeah, she'll just curl up in a corner and still awake, but is kind of in that kind of this is where I'm
observing
going to
from
sleep
there.
kind of thing. Yes.
Just like, this is my life now.
Okay.
Probably still giving Keahi dirty looks from being manhandled.
Mhm.
Alright, so I'm gonna guess that, from now on, whenever we talk about talking to Keahi, translation is just assumed.
Yeah.
And
And everyone will be able to learn Morse code over time. If you want to learn it quicker, that will be another mental check. I'll say probably cognition.
but anyway, so Hero says, "So, I guess, do you want to come with us?"
Where are you going?
We're gonna figure out how to put the spirit back together.
He just kind of turns around and is conversing with digits for a moment.
I'm reminded of Rapunzel talking to Pascal.
I know! I am too!
He doesn't have pointy teeth.
They talk for a moment. And then she turns back around and is like, okay.
Oh, that was easy.
We've picked up
Where else
another
to
one,
go,
haven't
so? She just kind of says, I don't have anywhere else to go, so.
Well, like I said, I'm Hero. This is Tonawé. That over there is Yura. Don't bother her. Hero goes, "Don't bother her." That's Ning. Over in the other room is Lily. That's Mock. She'll probably bother you a lot. And did I miss anyone?
Do you say
Guess
Tonawé?
not. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
Introduced to Albert before as well, I think.
Mm-hmm. He was just, redoing it.
Oh no, we
DM
lost
down!
me.
DM down!
DM down.
No!
No!
Keahi is gonna signal, I am Keahi, this is digits.
Nice to meet both of you. I think. I'll be honest with you, my experience in meeting new people of late has been mixed at best.
Hero looks back at her and goes, "But you met me."
Mixed. Richly mixed.
He blinks.
Help, I'm channeling Threnody.
Mixly rich.
She just signals. I kind of usually avoid people.
Any particular
Good.
reason?
Oh, me too.
I mean, to be fair, I think we're generally trying to avoid people where possible because of our unique situation. But why are you trying to avoid people?
They either don't understand or the bad aura.
Or they're what?
Bad aura.
Bah.
Bah. Am I Zorgan?
No.
Nah. I think I'm back.
Okay.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Can you hear this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so, y'all still talking?
Yep.
What was
the
the last thing that
butterfly?
got said?
it was introductions,
Okay.
talking about how we usually avoid people, and Keahi says because of bad auras, and they also don't understand her.
Alright.
Hero asks, "What do you mean bad auras?"
Oh.
Ellen?
I didn't quite hear what you said.
Oh, okay.
Bad. Sorry. But nothing.
She just kind of looks down, is like, people who don't have good intentions have darker auras.
Is that a part
here-
of the ability?
I think I can read their people's intentions with that, because it does deal with intuition if I look at it correctly. Where is it?
Hero pauses for a moment, considers, and he goes, "But my aura's okay, right?"
Tonawé
She
looks
does
genuinely interested in the answer.
What'd you say,
I-
Tally?
Oh, I said Tonawé looks genuinely interested in the answer. Sorry, what did you say, Andrea?
So does Euro, to be honest.
Yeah, Eli, I took also the ability of being able to examine the auras, so
Okay.
it's like, it's interesting.
Interesting good or interesting bad?
I don't know yet. You and her have the weird auras.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because, and of course he's signaling this in case anyone's listening at the door or something, he is properly paranoid. He goes, "Well, of course our auras are weird, we're the Avatar, so you know."
Yeah, that makes sense.
You have genuinely never seen anything like this. It's clear that they're both very, very powerful benders. Yura feels kind of... God damn it, Dave. Yura feels like a water... You've seen Water Nation and Earth Nation, and Hero feels more Fire and Air Nation.
Just kind of says, I've never seen anything like it before.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know.
That's not helpful.
I'm sorry.
Heroes' answers aren't always
Are
that
you-
simple,
you-
Hero.
Are you trying to get kind of intuition on your own intentions?
Can she tell that I am at some point going to hit on her?
I mean, that's what he was doing when he was first heading over to her. Then she got up and was like, "Holy shit, avatars!"
So, are you at some point going to
I
say,
would've
me
thought
being
your
the Avatar, does that do anything for you?
I was getting to that.
That option
So-
had never left the table. It had only been delayed.
Yeah, he looks at her and he slowly smiles a bit and he goes, so, I'm the Avatar. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess.
Does that do anything for you?
No.
Tonawé just kind of goes, well, damn, hero, I thought we had something special.
Shut down.
He shoots a look at Tonawé and he goes, "You shot me down."
I did.
Oh,
When
you
you,
hurt?
And so did she. I like her.
for the record, when you say it, you shot me down, the monkey actually laughs.
I like this monkey.
This monkey
Hero-
will get along.
Hero is angry, red-faced, and stomps back over. Well, he had stood up and because he was excited and stuff, so he'd gotten out of the bed. But now that he's angry and red-faced, he stomps back over to the bed and flops back down angrily.
Face first, I presume.
Yeah.
Tonawé takes the sheets from one side of the bed and just kind of flops them over him, so he's hidden.
Out of sight, out of mind.
He looks up at her, looks very unsure, and then presses his face back down into the pillow and groans loudly.
She,
Is he gonna be able to breathe?
sorry?
She signals, is he gonna be able to breathe?
She looks over at Ning because she can't understand.
Ningmo translates.
Actually,
when he isn't.
probably.
I mean, he is an airbender. So, I'm sure he'll figure it out.
He'll figure it out.
Don't mind him too much. He's got a lot of learning to do.
I do not.
Do you know how to breathe fire, hero?
Sorta.
Then you have learning to do.
When you say that?
Lightning bed.
Oh no.
Keahi just kind of signals, oh, I can, and just shoots a thing of fire out of her mouth.
Right.
Hero sits up and he goes, "Teach me how to do that."
Tonawé
Sure.
just grins massively and goes, and her own spurt of fire comes out.
Oh, great. Now they're going to be talking in smoke signals.
Hero pauses and he goes, I already could do that.
I just imagine like a Bowser kind of fireball just like a little ball of fire just
When Hero says, I already could do that, the monkey translates and then says, but he's full of shit, though.
Hero goes, "No, really." And then he uses his airbending trick to make it seem like he can breathe fire, but it's really just using air to enhance it.
She deadpans at him again.
He glances at the monkey and he points at the monkey and says, "Don't you tell her I said this." And then he looks at Tonawé. Then he goes, "I want her to think I'm cool, okay?"
The monkey translates.
Just signals, why though?
Hero, why do you care what people think?
Why don't you care?
It's not that I don't care. It's just I try not to put too much stock in it.
I mean, it's important.
Why?
He looks at a loss.
I mean, as long as you're doing the right thing, that should be enough, shouldn't it?
Oh, poor rich boy.
He looks.
Oh, rich
What's he still looks very much at a loss, and he goes, if I'm gonna be lord of my house someday,
I mean, I can understand to a point. I find it important what my best friends think, because sometimes where my judgment is lacking, theirs is not.
I just want people to think I'm cool.
Well, you do that by being a good person, not by pretending to be one. And you don't.
I'm not.
I don't.
I'm not pretending.
She just kind of breathes a little fire and makes a motion like she's airbending with her hands.
I don't know what that means. Is that some kind of signaling thing?
If you can't breathe fire, don't lie about being able to breathe fire.
I want her to think I'm cool.
But pretending
Why,
to
though?
do something you can't isn't cool, it's pretending. Look, I'll teach you to breathe fire, okay?
I thought she was about to say pretentious.
That too.
He sighs, and he goes, well, I hope she still thinks I'm cool, because, I can airbend. And firebend. I mean, I'm the Avatar. That automatically makes me pretty cool.
I mean, you're
But
half
she's
the
also
Avatar,
the
so you're
Avatar.
half cool. Yeah.
He looks over. He can't. He's not facing her right now, so he can't see that she's saying this. And so he actually doesn't catch this, but he sighs and he goes, "I'm gonna lay down."
For the record, every room is given a complimentary newspaper,
Oh, good.
and you can see that the huge "Man Walks on the Moon" font front page is war declared.
Oh, good. Right. While Hero's flopped on the bed moping, I need to go to the bathroom. So BRB.
Okie dokie.
Tonawé's gonna go and sit next to Yura.
Yeah, he just kind of goes in the opposite corner of where Yura is and just kind of curls up in a ball, and Digit is just kind of like sitting there on her side, keeping watch.
There are twin beds.
Yeah, he likes sleeping in corners. She's used to that now.
God damn it, you two.
Floor buddies.
We have 2 rooms. Please take a bed.
I didn't think that they were actually going to sleep. I thought they were just sitting down.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, he will actually probably sleep on the floor.
I was thinking Euro can probably sleep on the floor, but if there is a bed, she's not going to turn it down.
Yeah, she's actually going to
Oh
point
yeah, there are
out.
beds.
She actually points out to Yura, there are enough beds this time, so you can actually, sleep on one.
There are 4 twin beds.
Yep.
And
Everyone gets a bed, and Mark's not going to be sleeping tonight. So yeah, everyone has space.
Mhm.
Looking thoroughly tired out, Tonawé eventually shuffles off and sleeps in one of the twin beds in the same room as Lily.
Fair enough.
There's been a
Need
sleeping
to be away
tap
from all
tonight.
these fucking teenagers.
What's that, Ellen?
Fuck it. Ningo will take the king-sized bed in the other room.
I think Lily
With
took that
Lily?
one, didn't she?
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
it's fully possible, but
No, okay.
Good luck.
She's all sprouted out on it.
Yeah, she's all
Yeah,
like, blah.
I thought one was available because
sorry, Lily
wanna-
stole one king-sized bed, Hero stole the other, but there is a twin-sized, which is what you're
I'll
used
take
to.
that. Yep.
Well, if everyone's going to sleep, then, or most people, then time skip. What the?
Time skip
Phone was
music.
making
That's
weird
just
noises again.
music.
Phone was doing weird things again.
That was perfectly
appropriate, but still.
Yeah.
Anyway, the next morning, when you all wake up, this is not one of those fancy schmancy hotels that comes with things like complimentary breakfast.
Or room service, for that matter.
Yeah. However, there is a new newspaper slipped under the door. This seems to be a service they provide. And
It's
this
the plot
newspaper...
relevant service.
Yep. And this newspaper says, Fire Lord denies involvement.
Good.
Oh, good.
Nothing happened that was very... Nothing really happened, or at least nothing that would wake you all up.
Though we're saying good that the Fire Lord is denying involvement, that doesn't mean that the Fire Nation isn't involved. I do believe it was told to us that the nobles are gun ho
Fire
for the war.
Royals.
Yeah.
It's
Not
up
the
to
king,
you if
but
you
the
want to
royals
read
are.
more than the headline.
I would like to say, by the way, that Tonawé wakes with the sun.
Then
Fair
you
enough,
will find that Mark is still awake, and the same candle that was probably a foot tall has now shrunk to a stub, and she is continuing to sketch out stuff on the same scroll as last night.
She pads over to her. Mark, did you sleep?
She does not answer. She is enveloped. She actually has an ability to do this. She's enveloped in her little world.
She just blinks and goes, all right then. And we'll go
For the
and,
record,
in fact,
you can see that there are a bunch of drawings of hands in different positions on the
in
scroll.
which Mark invents sign language overnight.
It is a very, very rough version of sign language, but it is sign language.
Mhm.
She goes and seeing that there's, she picks up yesterday's paper and seeing that there's a new one, she picks that one up as well. And she's going to try and get the story from both articles.
Alright, when you compare the two, what you find out is that apparently General Ozai, along with General Luten, have both made statements yesterday that the Fire Nation, or at least its royals, would be supporting the Earth Kingdom in their war against the Empire of Balance.
Luten, why?
And the two made the announcement together.
Luten, your father would be disappointed.
And the next paper says that Firelord Iroh has vigorously denied that he signed off on this, and stated that he will not be offering his support, and that he's going to try and get to the bottom of what his brother and son are doing, but that there will be no enlistment under his watch.
She does kind of sigh in a kind of troubled way, but mutter under her breath, well, at least the Fire Lord still sees sense. And until everyone else is awake, she's going to be doing firebending forms.
Alright.
Question: who is the Fire Lord's brother?
Ozai.
Firelord Iroh's brother is General Ozai.
Okay.
Who in
Right.
the series was Fire Lord Ozai.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He of the Mark
Okay.
Hamill voice.
He of the Mark.
He is the Mark Hamill.
And Luten is Iroh's son.
Who
Yes,
is
I
not dead
recall
in this
that.
continuity.
Yes.
I think everybody.
There was no
except
siege on
Tyrant's
Ba
son.
Sing Se.
There is actually no war in Ba Sing Se.
Legitimate.
There actually
Well, there is now.
Wow.
There is a war in Ba Sing Se.
Not in Ba Sing Se. I mean, presumably they'll be storming the Empire of Balance, and that's pretty far away from Ba Sing Se unless the Empire of Balance retaliates and tries to take Ba Sing Se. Oh dear.
It hasn't
There was a
started
war
yet, but
approaching
war
Ba
has
Sing
been
Se.
declared.
But
Which
war
it-
starts at midnight!
If war's been declared and the Empire of Balance knows this, they may attempt a preemptive strike.
Yep.
Well, if they have, it hasn't happened yet.
Well, they
Yet.
could be still in the planning stages.
True.
War is approaching, Ba Sing Se.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se yet.
Yet.
There is no one bossing, say, yet.
But anyway,
She'll leave the two papers out side by side on a side table or something, just so it's easy for the others to see.
there are a few other articles, but unless you go specifically looking for them, nothing you'll be blah blah blah.
Actually, we're in the Fire Nation, right?
Yeah.
I want to PM you.
Ooh, fun.
Sorry, using two computers makes it difficult to know what I'm doing.
It's alright, take your
He's
time.
witch.
Oh hey, I didn't hide my mouse. Whoops.
Ah well,
How
no
long
big
that's
deal.
been bothering people.
Okay,
Bothered by that.
Everyone else can wake up at their own leisure, by the way, but Mock didn't sleep and Tonawé wakes at dawn.
Mm-hmm.
When Keahi wakes, she just kind of stretches, pats on Digits, who's about half asleep, picks him up, and just sits there, pats, and is just sitting there looking at everybody.
Sometime after you wake up, Mock rushes over with a very long scroll that is a very, very rough version of sign language. And I mean like rough by like one finger's A, two fingers connected is B, two fingers apart is C, and so on and so forth. So it's very rough. And she has completely forgotten the notion that one finger could still mean the number 1.
You're right there, darling.
I loved
No,
your
you didn't.
reaction.
Oh
What happened? What did I miss?
no! I was PMing with Eli about... Oh no!
But
What?
what?
Eli, I read
About
more
what?
about that article.
Alright, I'll PM
That
you some
looks
more.
like she just watched someone get shot.
You okay
Does
now?
Tonawé react, like, verbally?
She's not... Tonawé
She's
has...
still in her
She's
room.
reading the newspaper and looking horrified, but I don't know how else she'll react until I've read more. Eli, you fucker!
So now what's wrong?
Hero sits up and looks over curiously.
Aren't we in separate rooms?
Wait, are you? Are we?
Tonawé
There's a door
slept
there.
in the room with Aunt Lily and Ning.
Oh, okay, my bad.
But
I
the
was-
doors between them all opened, right?
Well, so he heard that, didn't he?
Heard what?
Ning asked what's wrong.
Oh, right, fair enough. Sorry, I
Possibly,
missed that
but
Ellen
give-
said that.
Give me a second. I need to type it up.
Need to get my story straight.
I know.
My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State.
It was just
Ming will be going over this new sign language with
You mean Mock?
Did I say Ning?
Yes.
Mock will be going over the new sign language with
Yeah.
Keahi.
By the way, no, I'll wait.
She will in fact bring up the notion that one finger up is still technically 1 as well.
She will stop, blink, blink, blink. Signs. I'll be right back. And then goes back to figuring things out.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. I'm
Mock.
still so happy. Deli, your reaction was magical.
Aren't they?
Nope.
It's beautiful.
Is this payback for Noodle?
No, I already had this planned.
But I'm sure the whole noodle incident. Oh my god.
I mean,
Noodle incident.
that may not. Noodle may or may not be involved in the enjoyment of the reaction, but it was still always planned.
That's what I was getting at, but then I was so caught up in noodle incident.
They're my family. They like to sleep. They don't move a lot.
Noodle incident. Noodle.
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 At some point, after Mock leaves, Keahi will get up and just tap on your shoulder and then signal, "What do we do for food?"
He like he knows that the monkey can translate for her, but he still likes signaling back.
Well, Monkey is Ditches is currently half asleep in her arms. She's just kind of
Monkey.
carrying.
Monkey.
Right, so he signals back. Oh, let me go check. And he goes over into the other room, like kind of knocking on the open door as he enters.
You see, you see Tonawé horrified as she reads the paper.
She started tearing up.
And Ning is beside her.
He
You're Buzzy, Bucky.
Buzz.
damn it! Fuck.
Buzz.
Is it any better?
You're good.
Alright, so he he looks at them uncertainly, and he carefully approaches, and he goes, Ning, Keahi's hungry. I was gonna ask Tonawé, but she looks kinda.
Tonawé silently pushes the chair back, stands up, and you can she's actually started crying, and she just doesn't seem able to talk at all, and she just turns and runs out of the room.
Okay.
Read the article.
Well, he wants to take care of Keahi first. So he looks,
no good.
yeah, he's kind of smitten slightly.
A little.
Ning will pick up the paper.
Well,
let's go get some food.
Okay. I guess that works. Okay. And he motions for Keahi to follow. And,
For the record, the newspaper is still open to the articles she was reading, but
yeah, he follows Ning, trying to get glimpses at the paper, but too busy.
The article doesn't really seem like anything important. It's just about the dedication of a new theater in some town in the Fire Nation.
What's it called?
The Shiro Shimada Memorial Theater.
Oh no!
I hate you.
I'm confused.
I don't even know yet
It's a
what
memorial.
this
It
means.
means someone's died.
Fuck.
Backstory.
This
Mordecai.
so yeah, Hiro, like, he's mostly just busy walking, but he does try to catch a few glimpses at the article as he's following Ning. He goes, Memorial Theater, Memorial. Well, shit. Well,
Wait, tell us about it. If she
Yeah,
feels
yeah.
like-
yeah, I guess she will. But Keahi, what would you like to eat? And well, he signals that to her when he realizes that the monkey is still asleep.
Usually, Digits and I sneak around and try to get some food when the shopkeepers aren't looking.
He
We have
looks
money.
he
We
looks
can
a
just
bit
buy stuff.
yeah, he looks a bit confused at this, and he signals, "You don't just buy stuff?"
Not having money? What is this not having money you speak of?
Basically,
Well, Hero, if people don't have money, they can't buy stuff.
he
So-
looks very confused.
Who doesn't
And-
have money?
They still need to eat, so sometimes they just take stuff to eat.
Oh, Yeah, I remember. And he looks like he's about to say something, but then he falls silent, realizing that it would have been offensive.
For the record, once you all go downstairs, you actually see Aunt Lily putting together a really nice-looking Water Nation type breakfast.
Oh,
It's a fairly nice spread.
Nothing
awesome.
lot of
special,
meat.
but definitely very well made.
A lot of
Um,
meat.
Oh. Does it look like it's enough for everyone?
Yes.
hmm
Oh.
And the teenager is gone, replaced by a very tubby Fire Nation man who has his eyebrows arched and genuinely looks impressed, and actually hands Aunt Lily. He hands Aunt Lily 2 of her yuans back and says, "If you make some for me."
Oh yeah, no, there's enough. When I said there's enough for everyone, I meant everyone, as in the building, everyone.
Then he gives you all your money back.
Nice. Hero gestures to the food and smiles at Keahi.
Keahi is just looking wide-eyed, like she's never seen this much food in her life.
Oh my god, I just realized she's Aladdin.
She's got a monkey. She's a street rat.
Gotta keep one jump ahead of the bread line, one swing ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can't afford.
Which is
And
everything.
that's everything.
Does it make it new, Jasmine?
Oh my god.
That was
Wait,
completely
that makes-
unintentional.
That makes who?
He
Princess
has a
Jasmine.
monkey and everything.
Jasmine.
Holy shit, he is!
And he has a giant animal. Granted, it's a Komodo rhino instead of a tiger, but
And,
Oh my god.
and he ran away!
Princess Hero.
Shit.
Good.
Shit.
Heroes of Disney
Yeah, how can we
princess.
keep relating our characters back to Disney movies?
Always.
Okay, so Clark knows
We're
Rapunzel
Disney
and
dorks,
Flynn.
Andrea.
Clark
But-
knows when Rapunzel and Flynn. These two are Aladdin and Jasmine.
Anyway, for the
I
record, Tonawé, as you ran past, just in the back of your mind, you noticed that you could smell cooking, but understandably, that would not be the first thing. Presumably, you're outside.
She's found somewhere quiet and secluded. She's found somewhere as hidden as possible outside the building to just basically
That's not too hard.
curl up
it's
in a ball and
sleepy
cry her
town.
eyes out, essentially.
hmm It's a sleepy town, so it's not hard to find somewhere to hole up to yourself.
Yep.
Ning will stomp the ground. See if she can find Tonawé.
Tonawé is outside in sort of a thicket of trees, if you're okay with that, near the hotel.
That's cool with me.
Okay. Ning won't do anything about it, just check. Be aware.
So you all have a very good breakfast, those of you who are there.
Keahi is stuffing her face.
Hero is sitting next to her, looking very puzzled. And
She's not polite.
yeah,
Nope.
yeah, he is just staring at her, and he eats as politely as he was taught to.
I imagine Ning and Yura are having similar feelings.
Yeah. Hero's the only
Sorry,
one with
sorry.
any goddamn table manners.
He's Ducky.
God damn it.
What did I say? Who and Yura?
Ning and Yura were eating similarly.
I meant Keahi and Yura.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh.
yes,
Yeah,
that makes more sense.
sorry.
I was like, I am shoveling food into my face as well, rather than eating in a demure fashion.
Every once in a while, she just puts something off to the side, and like she's got this little pile building up. And slowly but surely, Digits wakes up and is just
Feeds the
stares.
food.
Yep. And nom.
Actually, you were probably less enthusiastic than this, but he's definitely putting it away in the same in some passion.
Hero just
It's not a
stares.
competition.
Hero just stares at between the both of them. And he goes, so, huh.
Digits does not translate. Digits is stuffing his face.
And Hero isn't even gonna bother signing to her because she's focused. Well, signaling, excuse me.
Mark will come down with the updated sign language.
Oh no.
Are there errors this time, or is it better?
There are arrows. There's definitely a lot of like holding fingers up together to designate letters. But yeah, it is. There are no numbers anymore.
Hero stares at this and he goes, "Oh, there's got to be a better way. But we'll figure it out."
I mean, it's faster than spelling it out a part of a word of a single letter at a time. This is one letter at a time.
Yeah, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna make it even better. It's a good start, I guess.
She looks at the giant scroll, and you can just see the cogs in her head whirling already. And now she's lost to the world again, thanks to Ronus.
God damn it.
It's just she's not eating right now, apparently.
Hero looks at her and he goes, I didn't mean to offend you.
No, she wasn't offended.
I know that out of character, but Hero is oblivious.
Like she was like, yes, it could be better. I could, and then just dives headfirst into it again.
Amazing.
Before she even does that, he just comes over, takes it out of his hands, and puts a plate down with food on it.
She starts to get up and follows the scroll to write on it as it's being pulled away.
No.
Just puts her hand on her head, it's like, no, eat.
You can get back to work on it later.
She's going to eat. And then when Aunt Lily is going to walk away, she's going to pull out another scroll and start doing something on that scroll while eating.
Good.
I'm so proud of her.
Keahi's done. She and Digits just both flop on the floor, passed out again.
The owner of the hotel kicks you lightly and says, "Hey, get up." Just a very, very gentle kick, not a kick to hurt you.
Yeah, just like nudging, I assume.
Dude, you got free food out of this.
Yeah, but he still doesn't want someone lying on his floor.
Hero gently kneels down next to her, and he goes, hold on, she doesn't like to be touched very much. Is the floor wooden?
Yeah, it's wooden.
Right, he reaches next to her head and knocks on the floor in hopes that the vibration will get her attention.
Can't you feel the vibration, or?
Yeah, she can.
Or is just kind of shoot up and she sits up real quick.
He signals at her. The owner doesn't want you lying on the floor.
She just kind of gets back up in the chair.
You still have your room until the boat arrives at noon.
He translates.
Keahi will just sit there and just wait.
And of course, he signals this. You know you can go lie down in your bed.
Blink, blink, blink.
Bed? What is this wood?
Soft square thing upstairs.
Does Lily actually say that?
No.
Damn it. Hero looks at her and he goes, you know, like the room we stayed in last night?
He goes, oh, and then runs upstairs. And if anyone goes and looks, she's curled up back in her corner.
Oh.
Aww.
He comes. He goes upstairs to follow her, and he stares, and he looks around at the beds, and he's going to try to say something, but then he has a realization, and he just slowly gets this mischievous smile, and he takes off his shoes and starts jumping on the bed.
Keahi is still just curled up in a corner, just kind of facing away. And Digits is back in the guarding position, just looking at you like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I'm sorry I turned your monkey so sarcastic, but I don't regret it.
No, this is
It's
exactly
Abu.
how this is exactly how I imagine Digits.
Perfect.
It really is Abu.
Yes.
Taking out of your shit.
Hero keeps jumping and he goes, tell her she can sleep in a bed where it's comfy.
Digits will do so, like Hero said. Da 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 da.
But I like the floor.
For the record, you know what a bed is. You had a bed.
Yeah, she had a bed, but she likes the floor. It's comfy.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, she just likes sleeping on the floor. She's just really used to sleeping on the floor now.
Sleeping on the bed makes you feel like you're gonna fall through it.
He just looks so confused. And he goes, but beds are comfy.
So is the floor.
How can it be comfy? It's all hard and stuff.
I can feel things.
But
She's Aladdin and our Toph.
he just kind of watches and stops jumping and he goes, okay, I guess. And then he flops down on the bed.
For the record, wait, are you saying that or Dave? Oh, god damn it. Whatever.
What?
Never fucking mind. Dave just sent me something stupid.
Of course he did.
Anyway,
Good, Dave.
anyone who's outside or near the back of the hotel for any reason, you hear a scream and see a light from the forest.
Hero jumps up, motions frantically for Digits to wake up Keahi.
Digits will stomp on Keahi's head a few times.
Ah! SWAT.
Ningo will run towards Tonawé.
He runs over to next to Keahi, kneels down on the wooden floor, and then knocks on the floor to signal someone's screaming, someone's in trouble.
You can feel it.
She shoots up, is like, who?
He signals, I don't know, but we should help.
For the record, Ning, I'll send you a PM.
Hero takes off running for the scream.
Alright. Then I'll say everyone, never mind the PM, I'll say that everyone who's running towards the scream, when you get there, you see Tonawé just on her knees on the ground, a bunch of scorched branches above her, just tear streaks under her eyes, and gasping with exertion.
Hero runs up and kneels next to her, and he goes, "What happened?"
Are you okay?
He died.
Who?
Shiro. I should have gone back for him, but I didn't, and he's gone.
He is at a complete loss, and he just kind of scoots to sit in front of her, and just kind of sits there.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lost my temper.
I just don't know what to say.
It's fine. I'll be fine. I just need some time.
There's a sudden hug.
Ah! I thought you didn't like being touched.
Digits translates for you.
You look like you didn't use a hug.
Hero translates.
Alright, we can assume that translation pattern for the time being.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to lose somebody.
Who did you lose, Keahi?
Some guy. He took care of me for a while. And then bad people came, and now he's gone.
Bad people had Shiro for 3 years, and I didn't do anything about it. I thought it wouldn't be safe for me to go and try to save him. I should have gone anyway. Damn the risk. I should have gone back for him.
After translating this, Hero looks at a loss. And he goes, "Well, I mean, it's not your fault, it's the fault of the people who killed him."
I don't even know if they're the ones. I don't know how it happened. All I know is that they're naming that theater after him. He liked the theater. He loved music.
Hero just continues sitting there, at a loss.
Hero.
Yeah?
Are we going to your family's estate next?
That's what I was thinking, unless
Where is
you
it?
don't... Eli, I assume it's in the, capital?
Yeah, it's in the capital, which, if my understanding is sort of central Fire Nation.
Hero goes, we live in the capital.
Eli, would we potentially be able to make a stop in one of the places we talked about? Or either of the things we talked about on the way there?
This town is pretty podunk. The only ship in or out is going to one of the southern Fire Nation ports. You'd easily be able to get a ship to the capital from there, or at least passage of some variety. But walking-wise, it would be possible to stop where you want to stop. in
What about
between.
what about one of the southern port towns where there's a place of interest?
Oh, yes, yes. That is the port town that the ship that's coming for you will take you to. It's basically sort of the hub of sea activity in the Fire Nation.
I need to make.
I should name it.
Naming
Yes.
things is important.
It's whatever the water tribe equivalent of toast is. Just,
Gotcha.
it's just a plate of toast and a cup of tea, and just place it down in front of her.
What does
Aw.
Lily do? Sorry.
Eventually, she makes it over, and she's just got like a cup of tea in one hand and whatever the water tribe equivalent of toast is, and just places it down in front of her.
Actually, for the record, I had a bit of a misunderstanding of Fire Nation.
Geography.
Yes, so it's not the southern end of the Fire Nation. Kira is, that place is actually more in the northern Fire Nation.
Yeah.
And
So
the place
that place would definitely be out of our way then.
Not too much, because where you're going is actually in the northern Fire Nation as well, because there are two, what's the word? Eastmost parts of the Fire Nation outside of the islands. There's a tiny little island, which I'm going to say is the port town. It's where Hama's village was in the Puppet Master. And there's also a place that's a big fucking volcano, so we don't really want to go there.
Literally a volcano.
So the main port town is actually also an island, but there's a speedboat passage. Well, speedboat, air quotes, but there is quick liner passage to the Fire Nation mainland like every hour there. And it is basically the hub of all Fire Nation ocean activity. And I think I'll call it,
This land.
no. I'm not Asgore, asshole.
Shall call it this land.
And it will
I'll
be a
call
fertile
it-
land. I think we should
Good
call it
time.
your
Call it
grave.
your grave.
Cast your sudden but inevitable trail.
Ha 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 ha! Mine is an evil laugh.
Did you know that was his not interview but his
audition.
his audition line was that. It wasn't in the script. That's just like that's what he started doing, and they're like, yeah, this guy.
We want
Fire
this guy.
Island. Boat Town.
No.
Only
Well then.
Reflection,
Tangents.
Reflection City.
Alright.
They don't
It's
have a
named for the
single-
because it's a place where fire and water meet. It's named for the reflection of the sun in the ocean.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's nice.
And yes, it is a big enough town that there is a place of interest there.
Okay. Tonawé looks over at Lily. Thank you. And she picks up the cup and shakily takes a sip and then places it down. I need to make a stop in Reflection City.
Okay, we can do that, I guess.
Are we going there?
Yes, the only boat off this island is to Reflection City.
Mm-hmm. Link doesn't really know maps.
That's fair. It just, you know that Google game where if you click on the first link in a, sorry, not Google game, but Wikipedia
Wikipedia.
game where if you click on the first link of anything, you'll end up at philosophy.
Yes.
Getting on boats in the Fire Nation is like that, and you'll end up in Reflection Island eventually.
Eventually, you'll end up there.
We need to go there anyway. It's the only place a ship off this place, away from this town, will get us. I know getting to your parents' estate is important, I won't take up too much time.
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine.
I'm sorry, for my outburst. I'll be ready to leave whenever. She looks down, she's still in the clothes that she was sleeping in. And she looks up. I'll be ready to go as soon as I get dressed.
Take your time.
What was that, Smarty?
Take your time.
She takes another sip of tea, then shakily gets to her feet and starts walking back to the inn to get ready to go.
The boat that will take you out arrives at noon, so is there anything you guys want to do between now and then?
Make sure Mark sleeps.
Hero, while Lily isn't looking and while Tonawé needs her space, is going to attempt to go to the tavern.
You go to the tavern. It is not open because it's in the morning.
He whines.
9 a.m.
He stands outside and whines loudly.
There are arrows in the dirt pointing back home.
There's just a very disappointed San face and arrows pointing back to the inn.
With Hero's name written next to it.
Yeah.
That's
Keahi.
his name written next to it.
No, Lumpy.
Damn it! Like, that was in character.
It's his code name.
That was in character, by the way. Like, damn it!
There's a vagrant sleeping outside the tavern that smells like beer, and when you say "damn it," he just groans.
Oh, sorry. Is that your name?
The vagrant looks up, and surprisingly, it's actually a woman. You couldn't really tell because they were crumpled up, and she just sort of belches, scratches her face, and says, "No, but it'll be yours if you don't." I'm gonna throw up.
I'm gonna...
No, your face.
And he looks disgusted and he goes, I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, you better.
And he heads back to the inn. And when he gets there, and like when at least a few group members are in sight, he goes, "Okay, who left the notes?"
He just smiles as he walks away.
What was that?
He just smiles as he makes sure Mark goes upstairs to the bedroom.
Mark is not tired.
It doesn't matter if Mark is tired. Mark is going to bed.
But Mark doesn't need to sleep.
Everyone needs to sleep.
Everyone
She
has
actually-
to sleep.
She actually does. She does have an ability. Lost to the World.
I never made an ability that said you didn't have to sleep.
No, but it's slow and steady, and so basically, as long as she doesn't try to do anything terribly fast,
No. That doesn't mean you don't sleep.
You still need to sleep, nitwit.
I know, but I like framing it as like she's so lost in the world she doesn't
Slow
realize
and
she
steady
needs to
just
sleep.
means that you take a long time to do something to make sure it's done right. It doesn't mean you don't sleep.
So eventually, she's just gonna pass out, and then wake up, and then keep doing whatever she was doing.
As soon as she passes out, that's when she just picks her up and just carries her upstairs.
Not yet.
Dumps her on the bed.
And just dumps her on the
She's
bed.
probably gonna fall asleep on the boat trip.
Yeah, no, you're falling asleep now, and
I-
you don't wake up until well into the boat trip.
In response to Hero, Ning will attempt to conceal a smug grin.
He points at Lily first and he goes, "Was it you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There was an arrow with Lumpy written next to it and a frowny face." Does Tonawé overhear this? Because he's being pretty loud right now.
She probably does, but I'm afraid she's not going to be reacting.
Fair enough. I just was hoping maybe it would make her feel better.
I'm sorry, but given who died,
I don't know who died because you won't tell me.
it hasn't come up in character yet.
You're so mean to me. I'm being
Yeah, he's
impressed.
still staring at you from behind a bush or plant or whatever.
Mm.
I ship it.
God damn it.
Yep.
Okay, Hero actually has a crush on her, and you're. Anyways.
I can ship two things.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Oh, but that's weird.
What's weird?
It just seems.
I
a bit
don't ship
weird.
them at the same time. It's an
Okay,
and/or it's an or situation.
fair enough.
Or, one after another.
God. Anyways.
Andy, like on. DM down.
DM down.
No.
Does Yura do anything with Keahi staring at her bush?
Sorry, what?
Does there names? Does Yura do anything?
Keahi is staring at her from behind a bush.
Yeah, I
Phased out.
no, I dropped a few words and my innuendo brain made an innuendo, but
Because of course it did.
of course it did.
Yeah.
I kind of have a feeling like she'd be kind of like probably still eating something from kind of leftovers from breakfast, and would kind of be kind of just not really noticing that she's being stared at from behind a plant. Unless Keahi does something more
Obvious.
intrusive.
After a while from staring behind the plant, if nothing happens, she will try to move closer and probably is now hiding behind a chair.
Well, I just kind of
just standing
imagine
behind
her.
Yura.
I just have this mental image of her like gently scooching the plant forward and then scooching behind the plant.
Yes, that is exactly what's happening, actually.
Can I help you?
Can the real plant please stand up?
She just kind of signs hi.
Wait, signs or taps?
Signals, I mean.
Okay.
Can is anyone nearby who can translate, or
Unless
I kind
Hero.
of look at what's the name of the monkey?
Digits.
Digits.
This is going to be a very awkward
Digits talk.
conversation.
No,
Just can't talk,
digital
unfortunately.
wave. Hello. This might end up being quite a one-sided conversation.
Oh, you can't understand me.
She signals in the language she can't understand.
I'll be right back. Runs off. She goes and grabs Hero.
Yura's looking kind of weirded out slightly.
Hero is still mouthing off about them keeping him away from the tavern, but then she grabs him.
Oh, son of a bitch.
But then when he is grabbed, he's just like, okay. And he follows.
Oh,
He
I
goes,
like where this is
"Listen!"
going.
But as he's being pulled away, he turns to look back at Ning and Lily and points and goes, "This isn't over," and follows Keahi.
This
What
never
did
started.
I miss?
Keahi is trying to communicate with Yura, but realized Yura cannot understand her.
Oops. But anyway, anything else y'all want to do before the ship arrives?
The ship is
Um,
already here.
Well, Hero is
Oh
being
god
pulled.
damn it, Smarty.
My God.
I think that's the
well-
scene.
Well, Hero is currently in the process of being pulled along by Keahi to go talk to Yura.
Okie dokie.
Keahi just like kind of moves in and just sits in there, and then Keahi goes back in to where she was behind the plant that is now very much out of place, and signals hi again.
You're sitting behind the plant again.
Whether you want a new job in finance, need to update your skills,
Hero goes,
or go for
"What's
that
the point
promotion
of
in treasury,
why are you sitting there?"
whatever your goals.
And
At the
but then he sighs and he turns to Yura and he goes, "She says hi."
Hi.
She signs, what's your story?
When Ning pulled when Keahi pulled away Hero from shouting at Lily and Ning, Ning signaled thank you at Keahi.
Down in Philadelphia, born and raised.
But anyway, so and I'm gonna say Ellen that if Hero caught this, he would have shot Ning a dirty look.
But anyway,
What
yes, Hero translates, what's your story?
Yeah, he translates that.
I really don't know what, how Yura would react to that.
Could you move your mic a little closer?
Me.
Yeah. Thank you.
She'll just shrug and say, apparently, well, hang on, where are we at the moment? Are we in the middle of, are we in public? Or?
You're probably in your hotel room.
Mm. Okay. She'll probably shrug and say, apparently I'm half of an avatar.
I get that.
Hero, after translating this, well, no, he doesn't need to translate it when it's from Yura. But after this, he turns to Keahi and goes, "So am I."
I know that.
Dolly, we couldn't hear it, but I think I lip read you saying, "Aww."
No, it was no.
That's even better.
Props to me, I was close.
You were.
But Keahi goes, I know that, but you also like sleeping on the floor.
She'll shrug and say, it's not that I like it. It's just used to it.
Were you also raised in a hut in the middle of the woods?
Hero gives her a strange look before translating this for Yura.
After a fashion.
He gives Yura a strange look before looking back at Keahi to get her response.
Was there also a weird old man?
He gives her an even stranger look.
I don't like where this conversation is going.
Story time with the teenagers.
He gives her an even stranger look before translating to Yura.
Yura will look very confused.
I thought she was going to say, in a sense.
I grew up with my father, if that's what
So
you
yes.
So yeah.
mean. Yes. He was very strange. He wasn't strange to me,
But in general.
but in general, yes.
a-
To
after-
anyone else around, yes.
After Yura says, "I grew up with my father," Hiro turns to Keahi and goes, "She says yes." Hopefully the monkey corrects him.
Yeah, the monkey translates what Yura actually said.
But Hiro signals she said yes.
Huh. I don't know if mine was my father.
Hiro translates to Yura before responding to Keahi with, "You don't know?
No.
How do you not know?"
Mm. I don't remember much.
Hiro is very confused.
Is that not normal?
I mean, most people remember who they are and who their parents are. I mean, even if you were adopted or something, which even if you were adopted or something, it still seems like you'd be able to say, the guy's not your dad, or he's a... I don't know how this works, but that's not normal, okay?
I can't ask him.
Right. Well, and he looks uncomfortably at Yura.
So, which woods did you grow up in then?
Huh.
I just called it home.
Just woods. Like around here?
Do I help?
I will PM you.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
Because I realize you forgot it because you didn't react to something I said.
Yeah. Like I said, it's been a long day.
Are we about to torture Andrea with backstory too?
When aren't we?
Always.
Ah. She signals, no, it's a little away from here.
Hiro asks, "If you're Fire Nation, why are you wearing those clothes?"
My old man gave them to me.
That makes sense, I guess.
The ones that I woke up wearing were very, very dirty.
Huh.
Wait, woke up?
Yeah. I just kind of woke up and was in a hut.
Granted, that was a long time ago, so those clothes wouldn't fit you anymore anyway.
Yeah. That was 6 years ago.
And you don't remember anything from
Nope.
before? Huh. Well, maybe we'll figure something out. I'll try to help you.
Okay.
Do you say that out loud, Bucky?
Yeah.
Or are you signing that?
He says it out loud since the monkey can translate.
I'll probably give him a slightly suspicious look and say, "We'll all help you find out."
He gives Yura a strange look. And he goes, and he just stares at her for a moment, opening and closing his mouth. And then he stares again, some more. And then he turns to Keahi, clears his throat. And then he quietly, and then he signs to her, "What are her intentions?"
Do I get anything different, or
I don't know, Dave. What do you say?
can I
What-
read her
what would
aura?
you- what kind of things can you get through an aura? I will-
The scanning. Where did that go?
I will
I can determine the nature and anything that might be affecting them.
Okay. I will PM you what you can read from Yura's aura.
Fair enough. Hey, PM me too,
I'll-
just
I'll-
because
I'll
PM
yeah,
wants to be in the loot. You can just copy paste it or whatever. Sorry, I'm just... my evil plans are starting to come into fruition.
I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Tell Hero.
I don't even know what it is yet.
Yeah, that's fair, Dally, that's fair.
It's a scrunchy dally face.
Although
What
I
is
did
it?
give
Daddy,
you
what is
fuel, so I shouldn't be too surprised.
What is it, Tally? What is it?
And
What?
you don't even know the half of it.
No, you really don't.
Tally, tell me!
You're allowed to ask in character.
I was saying you don't know the half of it, Dally.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit.
It's worse than even.
There's...
Oh shit!
Hero
I'm not sure
has,
how it gets, but it gets more.
Hero has, in between talking to Tonawé and when he gets to see her again, remembered who the Shimadas are, so he is going to ask her about it.
Dunka Dave.
Who were the Shimadas? I mean,
Hero
have they
knows.
been-
I don't know if anyone else does.
have they been mentioned out of character ever?
Yeah, Eli mentioned a few weeks ago that Bucky knows of a family, or Hero knows of a family called the Shimadas.
Since they fly in the same social circles. They're both very rich Fire Nation families.
Keahi just kind of looks at Yura and just kind of tilts her head like, why are you angry?
Does she say that?
Yeah.
Hero stares at her for a moment, signs that doesn't answer my question, but okay. Looks back at Yura, and he goes, "She's asking why
Please don't hit me.
why
Not the
you..."
face.
Face, not the face. I haven't caught it yet.
He is very, very tactfully trying to think of what to say, and he goes, she's curious as to why you're unhappy right
I'm not unhappy.
now. She, and he
Your
turns
monkey
back.
continues to translate.
Yeah, he looks back at Keahi to wait.
But I can
Can
tell
you
you're
translate
angry.
what she actually says?
Mhm.
Hero looks very uncertain, slowly looks back at Yura, takes a deep breath, and says, "She says that she knows because she can read auras and stuff, so she knows that you're unhappy right now."
The monkey flips you off.
I'm going to look kind of confused at the monkey and at.
It's flipping Hero off, not Yura.
Hero
know,
looks
but
at the
I'm-
monkey Hiro looks at the monkey and signs, "What did I do?"
The monkey taps out to Keahi. Tell him to tell the story, right?
Can Hiro kind of read what the monkey's
Actually,
tapping?
no, the monkey will jump over to you and tap out, tell the story right, dickhead. And then hop back.
Hiro signs back at the monkey, "I'm telling it tactfully so I don't get punched in the face with a rock."
Why
Did
would
you
you
say
punch
that
him
out
in the
loud,
face?
or
No, he signs that.
he signs that?
Why would you get punched in the face?
Hiro signs back, "'Cause she's mean."
Is that why she's angry?
Hiro stands there for a moment, then slowly turns to Yura, takes a deep breath, and says, "She wants to know if your anger is a personality trait."
For the record, the monkey jumps over to Hiro just for another moment and taps out, "Nut up," before jumping back.
Nut up, shut up.
Nut up or shut up.
Hiro signs back to the monkey, "She's the other half of the avatar. She is the only person who can rival me in power. I'm not pissing her off."
Monkey goes,
Yeah, that's my reaction, to be honest.
Yura's going to stare at Hiro and kind of give him a kind of a death glare.
Hiro throws his hands in the air defensively in an "I didn't do it" sort of way, and he goes, "She said it, not me."
Oh, was it not supposed to say that?
Hiro turns to Keahi and says, after another deep breath, "You're generally not supposed to ask people."
You're white. Sorry.
You can't just ask people why they're white.
God damn it.
Oh my god, Cora.
Get in, loser. We're going bending.
You're generally not supposed to ask people why they are. And he considers for a moment, and then he signs, so Yura can't hear, "mean or angry."
But why?
Oh no.
Plo?
Yeah, I was gonna say she even sounds like Plo.
And Hiro signs back, "Because if they are mean or angry, they might kill me."
Specifically me.
Not you. Hiro.
Because
think
Hiro's
she'll
the
kill
one
you.
who has to deliver the message.
I don't think she'll kill you.
Hiro stares at her, glares at the monkey, and then signs at her, "Okay, so what do you want me to ask?"
Why is she angry?
He turns to Yura and goes, "Why are you angry?"
Rock.
She says very, very coldly and very, very kind of in a very stony tone of voice, "It's personal."
It's personal.
Okay.
I was expecting another why.
He looks back at Yura and goes, "She says okay. Can I go now?"
Oh dear, is that the boat?
Yeah, he like kind of glances out the window and he goes, "Oh, look at the sun. I think it's time to go."
Oh my, look at my wrist. Time to go.
All Fire Nation towns have a sundial somewhere near the middle.
Yeah. Well, also he's literally looking.
Yeah, that's
sun
fair.
is in the sky.
So, anything else you want to do before the boat shows up? All right. The boat is actually one that takes passengers, so you don't get as much shit, especially since the captain is, not a dick. So, You all get on.
Hiro wants to meet the old captain again someday, so he can tell him. By the way, I just wanted to let you know you're right. Roku is quite upset about his island.
God damn it.
I know this because I'm the avatar.
But anyway, so you guys can get on the boat. It costs like 5 yuans for a trip.
Okay, per person.
Yeah.
I'll cover Keahi since she doesn't have any money.
Someone's also gonna have to pay for
No,
Mark.
Hiro will cover Keahi's.
Okay, I'll just cover myself.
Someone will have to cover for Mark because, as we have discussed, she's not awake at the moment.
Oh, okay, I'll cover for Mark then.
Lily could presumably just frisk her, but anyway.
Mark's just kind of tossed over Lily's shoulder.
Good luck with all of us stuff.
Fair point.
Pull out an abacus, a couple more.
She literally in her description, she has 20 pounds of scrolls.
God damn.
God
Nick's
knows.
gonna have to carry her then.
Pulls
God
out an
knows what
abacus,
Probably carry her.
scrolls, an egg,
More
A seat.
scrolls.
a seat warmer,
No
a
piece of gum.
parachute,
More
a
scrolls.
parachute,
Scrolls,
a
notes,
rubber duck.
pencils, knives, quills, inks, baubles, glass containers, maps, and
Scrolls.
God knows what else.
a rubber
So
duck.
anyway, unless there's anything you guys would like to do on the boat trip, it's pretty uneventful since this is a pretty podunk town. It just stops off at every few islands or whatever. And after about 3 hours, you get to Reflection City.
Yeah, he spent the entire time at the front of the boat just doing the King of the World thing.
Oh.
Aw.
Hiro
Hi,
doesn't
Sammy.
touch her because she doesn't like to be touched, but he's standing close by to make sure she doesn't fall.
What do you plan on doing? Waterbending? Oh wait.
Oh, wait.
Don't you talk about that! Hiro is very salty about that.
Well, he
I'd
has
like
to
to
be
say
salty
that,
at
Doesn't
the
like the water, he can't bend.
Get out!
unless anyone needed Tonawé for anything, she probably would have been meditating.
That's fair.
How long does the voyage take?
About 3 hours, so it's about 3 p.m. when you guys get there. Sun's still high in the sky, but it is afternoon.
One thing he does real quick, is he approaches Tonawé and he goes, How'd you know the Shimadas?
She, looks a little caught off guard. Like he wasn't expecting anyone to ask. Like she wasn't expecting anyone to ask. Shiro Shimada was my fiance.
Oh. I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No one did. They made sure of that. His family.
I mean, yeah, they're rich people and never mind.
His family didn't approve.
We'll figure this out.
I'm not sure.
You
They have-
just had to go and make it more tragic, didn't you?
You pulled a Claire.
Even more tragic than it already was.
Aww.
This was one of the first things I came up
Yep.
with about her character.
Yep.
She has a fiance who is dead.
I
Dead
didn't
lover.
make him dead. Eli did that.
Eli, how dare!
Good Eli.
Not allowed to do that, Eli! That's no fair! Not fair, Eli! Anyway.
Please, continue role-playing.
The Shimadas have an estate on this island.
Yeah, I know him.
I hoped perhaps If I could remain unseen or at least unrecognized, I thought perhaps I could try and get some answers.
I could go with you. I mean, since I'm a Hoshin, then maybe they'll talk to me.
Perhaps, I worry, I don't want to place you in jeopardy.
You won't. They don't know I'm neat. They don't.
But they
They
know
don't know.
who you are. They know that you're the son of the Hoshin family.
Yeah, but maybe that'll make them more open to helping me out.
I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go about this. It's been 3 years since I've seen them, and I look somewhat different now, but they might still recognize me. I don't know.
Well, like I said, I can go with you, because maybe they'll help me.
Or if they recognize me, that'll put you in danger as well. If we can...
Hey, don't worry about me. I'm the Avatar. That means I can take care of myself.
Half of the Avatar. You can half take care of yourself.
I'm guessing that wasn't in character.
Yeah.
Or was it?
What was it?
Unlike Claire, Aunt Lily is not everywhere at once.
Yes.
How do you know that?
Aunt Lily does not have the fourth wall breaking power of just being there.
Right, but yeah, he goes, yeah, I'm super tough. I can, I'm assuming that they're in private, hence why he's talking about being the Avatar. Because otherwise he wouldn't be so open about that. And so he goes, I mean, like, I can firebend and airbend, so I can pretty much take care of myself. If anything happens, I'll just fly out of there.
I feel like we should consult with the others.
Okay, but yeah, I can, yeah, I can definitely help. So, and I want to help.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna go make sure Keahi doesn't fall off the boat.
Alright.
He stands around a bit uncertainly for a moment, and then he runs off.
How pissed off would you all be if I pulled an Osrin right now?
Do not.
Oh, god damn it.
All right.
Do not.
Alright, I won't then.
And you know what? Hero will know where you're going anyways, so...
Do it.
Then he was gonna drag everyone there.
So, eventually you reach Reflection City, and it's a big city, it's a port town, but still there is one place that stands out, because it's the biggest fucking house.
Yeah, he is
Sorry?
Never mind, keep going.
It's just a huge goddamn mansion in the middle of a bunch of very utilitarian houses. Except not in the middle because it's walled off with a good-sized yard around it.
I'm guessing that's it. No Shimada.
Take a wild guess.
Well, I did, Hunter, and that is my guess.
Everything else is fairly utilitarian. This place is clearly a well-oiled machine of port town. It's like Jishi to the nth degree. It is everyone knows what they're doing and where they belong. And this house is just sort of, it's like somebody stuck a wine glass in the middle of a bunch of cogs.
They all know they don't belong there.
Tonawé is looking at it with a mixture of fear and repulsion.
Eli, I sent you a question.
Yep.
And you answered the question.
You
Hero
tried to read
is
the aura of the
noticeably
house.
very-
What?
I sense motives on the gazebo.
I shoot at the gazebo.
The gazebo
Here-
attacks.
Hero is very noticeably fond of this kind of lifestyle.
So, are you guys going to approach the big, obvious fucking house?
Keahi will stay probably behind either Mach or Tonawé, just kind of like anytime she senses a dark aura coming nearby, she just kind of shrinks back and hides.
There's no one really, really dark. It's just the usual assortment of people.
As they get off the boat, Tonawé's going to sort of gesture them all to one side.
It's hard to find a private place, but nobody's paying attention
It doesn't have to be
you.
private. She just points towards the Shimada estate. I take it you all have noticed that.
Yeah,
That's a big house.
yeah, you're right, Keahi. It is a big house. I like it.
There are people there, potentially, unless they're one of their they may be in one of their other estates. But if they're at home, there are people there who don't like me. But there are also people I need to get information from.
So I'll go in with you.
I don't know if that's a good idea or not. I don't want to put anyone else in danger because of this. This is...
Here, we'll cover your face, and we'll go in, and we'll just say that you're working for me.
Don't it? The time we need Quinn.
I could perhaps.
For the record,
Um,
Mach's awake by now.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. I was making snoring noises.
She's sleepwalking.
I could,
No, I should be sleep writing or drawing.
I could perhaps bury underneath and keep an essence out for you.
I'm sorry, Ellen, what was that?
She could
I
go
could have-
underneath it and to keep a sense out for you.
That would help, I think. I'm sorry,
Bugs Bunny, this shit. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't want to drag anyone into this who's not...
I offered.
I know.
I mean, you are from.
I'm not entirely sure you know what you're getting into. These people are ruthless.
You're not so bad.
They tried to kill me, Hero.
They're not so great. I'm sorry, I just can't with my characters.
Hero, they tried to kill me, and I'm concerned that they might try to kill anyone who assists me. Noble or not.
I'm not worried.
My mother taught me to take care of myself. I could probably handle it. Especially with Master Firebender with helping me.
Hero clearly thinks that Master Firebender is referring to him.
I'm referring to her.
Hero glares
As
at
the
you.
firebender, I mean you, not him.
Lily, Yura, are either of you able to heal?
Yes? A little.
Let me just check.
Oh.
Yes.
Let me just bring up my character sheet.
I'm going to point this out now that at the word of healing, Mark will pull out several strange-looking bottles and vials filled with unknown substances and just starts cataloging them.
Fuck no.
She actually does have the ability to heal people.
Yes, I also have the ability to heal people.
Alright. I already told Hiro, I suppose I should tell the rest of you. These people, the Shimadas, their youngest son Shiro and I were in love. We wanted to get married. They tried to have me killed. I had friends with me, thankfully, who helped me get away, but Shiro, he was locked up. I thought, until this morning, I thought they still had him and that he was still alive. I want to find out what happened to him.
Okay, so I can easily just go in and say that I'm, paying my respects for their loss on behalf of the Hoshin family.
That could work.
I saw it in the newspaper, which isn't a lie.
This is true. Alright. She wears a traveling poncho, so she takes it off and she starts to fashion it into a hood for herself.
And hey, are you okay with maybe saying you're working for me or you're a servant or something? I know you don't like nobles.
That would be the most prudent course of action, yes.
He looks a bit surprised that you agreed to this.
She knows how people like her are seen by the Fire Nation nobles, so she's like, yeah, no, it's the most plausible way to get me in there.
Alright.
Dally, just for clarification for my sake, what are you wearing under the travel poncho?
Sorry?
Under the travel poncho, what are you wearing?
Slightly armor-padded travel clothes, all in brown.
Okay, just wondering if something was showing.
No. No.
That's what I figured. Just making certain.
Yeah, fair enough.
But anyway...
khakis?
Khakis.
Is anyone else going to go in, or is this just going to be a Avatar and Dragon mission?
She's probably just gonna
we'll go.
wander.
What'd you say, Dave?
Hiro will join them.
Ooh.
Then I suppose Mark will too.
Hiro goes, okay, so these are all my servants. I guess that makes sense. I'm pretty rich.
Ning will go underground.
Alright. Ning is Bugs Bunnying this shit.
Ning is a badger mole.
It's not hard to do, but I will warn you. The ground here is an island, granted a pretty big one, so there is some solid peat and groundwater and stuff, but it's still pretty loose ground, so you have a little trouble with your seismic sense. Not too much, but it's tougher. It's a little fuzzy.
Keahi just gets distracted by a butterfly or something and goes, ooh, and starts wandering off.
She's so cute. I love her.
Alright. If team not going in wants to do anything, you guys can tell me, but let's focus on team going in first. Because you guys walk up, and most of the house is surrounded by huge-ass hedges, but there is an iron gate, and there is,
A guard.
sort of... Yes, it's actually a woman in a very tight-fitted suit. She's very narrow, looks down her nose, almost as tall as Hiro, and says, I'm sorry, do you have business here?
Yes, I'm here with my servants on behalf of the Hoshin family to pay my respects, my family's respects, to the Shimadas for their loss.
She purses her lips slightly, looking a bit confused. Oh. Well, the Shimadas are not here. But, actually, at this point, a very rugged, sort of Earth Nation-looking guy in gardener-type clothes walks up on the other side of the gate and says, "But maybe we'll let you in if you give us the right motivation." And she says, "Get lost."
Hey, Eli,
Yeah?
you know how she, seemed vaguely confused at first?
Mm.
Can I roll intuition on what that means?
You may.
Yeah, I have.
Also,
a
if someone else with
suspicion
better intuition wants to do that as well.
-4.
Maybe the kid isn't actually the guy isn't actually dead.
Mm.
If I was there, I totally would.
Damn it!
Because I get like a plus 11 in that.
Ouch.
Hold on.
I got a
Let me see if I have
21.
any. Let me see if I have any abilities.
Okay.
Actually, I would have gotten a plus 14 if I was there.
Oh wow, you're as hella intuitive.
I have a plus 6.
I presume I can't intuit this.
You're underground.
Yeah.
And I will send you a thing, Dave.
20. Nat 20.
Oh shit, I will send you
Oh,
a thing
shit.
too.
20.
Give me a second. Right. Hatter, you got the nat 20, yes?
Yes. I'm throwing it out there now. I think Witch Boy future husband is not actually dead.
That's my gut feeling too, but I mean,
I actually suspect he's in this building so that he's hidden away from people.
If he's
He
not, Faye's going to be very pissed.
He actually says, I'm echoing a little.
Oh.
Okay, thank you. But anyway, she actually says, it's been a few years since he died, but I suppose we only really made it public now. And, this is not really the place to pay your respects. They're not here, and neither is anything of his, and the gardener says, but, if you properly motivate us, we might be able to give you the tour, if you feel like that would help your morning.
How much
And she
of
says,
this is
go
bullshit?
away!
While Hiro is talking to her, I would like Tonawé to make eye contact with the gardener and jerk her head off to one side, and also just reveal that on her belt is a pouch of coins.
Alright.
And she just kind of looks to maintain the servant facade. She looks over at Hiro and says, "Sir, may I have a moment to myself?"
certainly.
And she steps off.
He looks and smirks at her and tilts his head, and he walks off to the left, and if you walk off in that direction too, he eventually sort of walks through the hedge and says, there's a gap here, but, I don't know if it'd be big enough for you with all that, money you're holding on to.
How much?
Oh, you might need to drop, 10 or 20 yuans.
Wait,
For
I
me
have
to
to.
let you
Sorry,
in.
I need to check how much I have.
It's okay.
If I remember correctly, you had 54 minus 25.
No, I also spent.
Oh, that's right. You spent
Okay,
for
she has
Mark.
24 yuans right now. She holds out all of them and says, "All of it if you tell me where Hachi is."
He looks genuinely surprised and says, Hachi?
Hachi Shimada.
Well, no, I know. I'm just, he takes it and says, I don't know where he is. He's been spending a lot of time at the smaller estates and been sort of saving up to buy his own place. Because, Mom and Dad ain't so happy with how he turned out. You get me?
I hear that they weren't none too happy with how Shiro turned out either.
Non-bender, you know how it is.
Of course,
but
I have to wonder if that has something to do with the public believing he's dead. Family shame, you understand.
Got a conspiracy mind. He lets you in and he says, well, just between you and me, if you want to know a little bit more about the conspiracy, check out some of the books in the library. The ones that have less dust on them.
Of course. Tonawé looks as though she's remembered something.
That's just the 2 cents of a gardener.
What was that?
Of course, that's just the 2 cents of a gardener. If anyone asks, you never met me.
Of course not.
You didn't see anything.
She ties her empty coin purse back to her belt and goes through the hedge.
Alright. Meanwhile, with Hiro, she says, I'm sorry, I don't really feel like it would be appropriate for me to let you in, but if you do want to express your grief, I feel that it would be best to do so in Hira-a. They've chosen that place as a... she actually cringes and says, never mind, it would probably be best to just send a letter.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. I just realized. I said I'm gonna roll intuition again.
Alright, you may.
And I did, and I got a 21. That's more like it.
Ooh, nice. Okie dokie. Ooh. But anyway, Mock knows that she's hiding something, and the way she cringed, Hiro, that is the look of a servant who just said more than they were supposed to.
I shouldn't have said that.
He looks a bit concerned and he goes, why a letter? I'd love to be able to express to the family in a much more personal way.
Well, it's just, they've realized that the fact that they kept such an active public persona might have led somewhat to their son's troubles. So they feel it would be best to, stay more quiet for the sake of their new child.
Her new child?
Yes, they're keeping him out of the limelight, but a new child was born recently before Shiro's death.
I was hoping that they might make an exception for me and my family, given our stature.
We understand that, and of course, matters such as this are very important, but you must know that it's in times of mourning and of recovery, it's best to keep a low profile. They may not want to see people. She's grasping at straws, obviously. It's probably best if you go away now.
Can I roll again, or have I already done it enough?
I mean, you can.
Alright. Alright. Oh! Nope.
You have no idea. You think she might really want you to leave.
I rolled a nat 19.
Oh,
Nice.
goddammit. 1 minute, I'm PMing you.
I just love the idea of that. Past the gate, you can see like Tonawé just like wave at Hero. Like, I'm in, guys. Hi.
Yeah, does he see Tonawé?
Ning signaled to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Ellen said in the chat that Ning had sneakily signalled to Hero that Tonawé was in, but it's just occurred to me that Bucky's not. Hero isn't an earthbender, so it
Yeah,
might
but
need
he
me
might be able to
uh,
feel, like, if she signals
The code.
under the ground,
Yeah.
then he should be able to understand the code.
Yeah, if he feels the tapping, then he'll catch
Basically, she's kind of come up right underneath him and is tapping on the soles of his feet.
it. Good. I like it.
Hatter, I sent you a thing, but anyway, she says,
Hero, in response to Ning, since
Sorry.
he knows. Sorry. In response to Ning, since he knows she can feel it, he pretends like he's tapping his foot impatiently, but really he's tapping in response to Ning saying, "Got it."
and she says, she looks down at your foot, tapping, and cringes and says, it really would be best if you, just sent a letter, and it doesn't matter anyway, because they are not here. All you would really see is an empty house and the servants taking care of it.
She keeps saying they're not here. I'm not sure I believe her.
Yeah, you should like sneak in and find out.
Josh!
I think it means what you think it means.
Hero gives a very exasperated sigh, and he goes, "But I've come all this way. Surely surely the Shimadas would want you to be more accommodating to a Hoshin like myself."
I'll bring you in and make you
Disgusting.
lunch if you leave.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll a d20 for a moment, because I need to see something. But this is purely for my character's sake,
Mhm.
and hope I roll high. Okay. Mark is going to go. Sir.
Man, it's a woman.
No. She's talking to Hero.
Okay.
Is it common practice for Fire Nation to literally fire people?
She looks like she's about to pee herself when you say that.
He looks at Mock a bit aghast, but he seems to. He's unsure if she's coherent enough to make such a plan. But
no, basically, okay. So I don't know. Could he roll intuition of some kind to figure out what she's saying?
no, I think I got it. She's threatening.
Not free, kinda. Kinda.
Okay.
More with the threat of actually being fired, not being burned.
One way or another, her face has gone white as a sheet.
Hero seems to kind of realize, at least one way or another, what she's getting at. And he goes, "Oh, that's such a drastic punishment, but I suppose I'm not one to tell the Shimadas what to do with their servants."
Please, come in and I'll have the chefs make you a nice meal. if you will go away and never mention this again.
As she's responding, Hiro is tapping his foot again. Again, pretending it's impatience, but really he's signaling to Ning. If you can, tell Tonawé I'm in too.
Okay.
For the
Ning
record. Sorry.
Tonawé, however, doesn't know signaling, just a heads up.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And
He's hoping she'll figure something out.
Oh my god, I'm so tempted to have Mark, as they enter, just go, Kaka!
for the record, Ning, you can't sense anything on the upper floors because they're not connected to the earth.
Right.
Yeah. The walls aren't that good connectors.
Mm-hmm. So, but you're both in, but I'm going to focus on Dally first.
Right.
Dally, you didn't hear any of the rest of that conversation because you weren't there.
Indeed. That'll come as a surprise
But-
later.
But Ning would have relayed that
They're in. But
How?
Tonawé can't understand signaling, so how?
Damn it.
I mean, maybe if you come up from underground and tell her, but...
The Earthbender... sorry.
I know how you can do it.
Why are you looking so
How?
smug, Dave?
She
I'm
could
just visualizing her as a Diglett.
she could bend the earth to spell out in the dirt.
Yeah, or just spell out there in.
Okay, that happens. I'll allow that.
Tonawé takes note of this.
And then... never mind. But...
Ning washes it away.
Okay, there. So, the gardener actually says, might want to go in the servant's entrance, since you look the part.
She nods and will indeed go in the servant's entrance.
Nobody takes huge note of you. There are
Eli?
You.
There are Zarg.
There are a few Zargs.
Well, all things considered, it actually has been only a few Zorgs.
Yeah, true. Eli's Zark has been much better these days. Oh, Eli is making... his icon is flashing.
Hello? Can
Hello.
y'all
Hello.
Yay! I'm back. Okay. So, there are some servants puttering around, just doing... no, you wouldn't be... Actually, that depends. Give me a second. I'll look up just what the right skill for this might be. If you want to notice something interesting about the servants, roll charm, I'd say.
Ah, well, I am thoroughly uncharming, but I shall give it a try anyway.
Or maybe streetwise, I don't know, but...
Oh, can
you-
I roll Streetwise instead? Because my Streetwise is much better.
Yeah, you can give it
Yay!
a try, I'll be nice.
Thank you. Should I just...
But only because you're cool.
Watch her roll on that one.
Why'd you stick your tongue out at me? I complimented you.
It's how I show affection.
Well, that's true.
I got a 14.
Okay, they aren't acting like they acted when you've been around servants.
Like the last time I was at a Shimada estate?
Yeah.
How are they acting different? Are they sort of less formal, or...
Well, they're less formal, and it seems to be more cleaners and caretakers, less cooks and ladies in waiting and such.
So it does seem to be an estate maintenance team rather than... It does seem like people aren't living here right now.
Or at least the people who are living here are servants.
Yeah.
As you go in, it's a big-ass Shimada estate, and you don't know where the hell anything is.
Based on the estate I've been to before, can I can I
Roll a D20
approximate
for
where
luck.
I might find a library or a study? Eli?
Sorry, roll a D20 for luck.
17?
Okay. So, yes, this estate it's clear the Shimadas, it's not exactly the same as the estate you were in, but it's clear the Shimadas have sort of a preferred layout. So you know that the library will probably be on the second floor. It will be one of the smaller rooms, mostly there for show.
Look, we have all these books. We're so intellectual.
She's going to
Yeah,
walk as
exactly.
if she's going to basically try and look as though she's meant to be there and walk briskly to the library.
You get a few odd looks, but they just figure you're a courier or something, and when you later hear the main doors open up and some people go in, there's a sort of, okay. Like, okay, you're with this rich person.
Okay.
So, you go up to the library, and it's like the library at the other place. Books are fairly dusty, and roll perception.
I'm looking specifically for undusty books.
Mm-hmm.
My perception 4. Damn, that's a 7.
It's very hard to tell which ones are less dusty than others.
Can
You might
I
need
just
some
use
help
the
with
trick where I
this.
go like this?
Not sure I follow. What does that trick do?
If you lick your
The thing-
finger and draw it along, then it'll take the dust with it. So, like,
Accomplish?
to tell if a book is dusty, I'll leave a clear trail in the dust. If it's not dusty, I won't leave a trail with my finger.
Oh, okay. So eventually you find ones where the trail is much lighter, and when you pull them out, they're all centered around sort of the same thing, and the most dusty of them, like the ones that are just barely less dusty than the others, tend to be about spirits in the Fire Nation. The least dusty get more and more specific.
Okay, so can I tell what spirit or spirits in particular they were trying to research?
It looks like something called the Mother of Faces.
Oh,
Lord.
oh no!
Hang on, can I... Does Tonawé know about Mother Faces, or should I roll lore for this?
Or, please.
God! I don't think I do.
Yeah,
I should have put fucking rerolls in this system. That's the next update I'm doing.
Don't worry, don't worry. Mark has like a ton of abilities that are specifically to remembering things.
Yeah, and that's fair. She can go and ask the others if any of them have heard of Mother of Faces.
Mm-hmm. It'll be easy to remember that, especially since there are some drawings of it, and this looks like a powerful motherfucker. But anyway, you remember maybe hearing about it. It's something that's in the Fire Nation, or something, but no, not really.
I mean, she'll
You
find...
can flip through the books
Yeah.
if you want to,
Yeah,
but that
would-
raises the chance that someone will come and bother you.
She's gonna steal one of the books.
Alright, one of the books about the Mother of Faces.
Yeah, the most
specifically.
relevant book about the Mother of Faces, and just slip it into her bag.
You get one specifically, and the interesting thing is the title is The Forest of Forgetfulness.
Okay, I'm adding that to my inventory.
Alright.
Oh, and I now have 0 yuans.
Yep.
Should probably do something about that.
So, back to Team Charisma, I guess. Hero, you get let in, and she pulls aside. Oddly enough, you notice this instantly. I'm giving you a bonus since you're super, bourgeoisie. This is a maintenance team of servants rather than a live-in team of servants.
Right.
It's the sort of group that lives here all the time and just takes care of the estate while the Shimadas are fucked off somewhere else.
Fair enough.
So it seems like a pretty good bet that they really aren't here, unless they are living well below their usual standard of comfort.
Which they probably aren't, considering who they
Yeah,
are.
knowing them, from the sounds of it.
I mean, would Hiro's family do that?
No.
Yeah, then I think.
There you go. And
Yeah, and plus, they wouldn't even just be doing this to keep up appearances, because normally they'd just keep people out if they wanted to be like, oh, we're out. So this isn't just for appearances.
Yeah, it's just big houses. Things can go wrong, so they have a maintenance team even while they're away.
Right.
It reminds me of, I don't remember who it was, but this is for real. In history, there was some like royal family that tried to disguise themselves as commoners, and then ride out of the city because the people were rioting against them. But their issue was that they decided to dress up as commoners and then ride out of the city in the royal carriage.
Oh my
It was
God.
it was the French king right before it's Louis something.
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I'm like, really?
It's,
Like,
Really?
did you not? Did you?
But whichever one was married to Antoinette, I think that was the 14th or 15th.
But anyway, so you get led over to sort of the dining room, and she goes over and annoys one of the cooks and says, I really do hope you won't mention this embarrassing little mix-up to the Shimadas.
Of course not.
But please feel free.
May I ask her name? I'd like to be able to give.
She goes white as a sheet.
He shakes his hands and he goes, No, I want to compliment you to them.
It's clear she doesn't believe you, but she slowly
He's
says,
being genuine, by the way.
all right. She just slowly says, I'm gonna have to pull this out of my ass here. I'm Keahi.
God, number 3.
Reihi. I'll remember that. And I'm going to, believe me, I'm going to tell the Shimadas that you did an excellent job.
Thank you, Mr. Hoshin.
As a slight intimidation tactic, not really intimidating, but just trying to be kind of creepy, Mark is going to zero in the magnifying like zoom glass on her cap.
Mark, no!
To this god, like, I am watching you.
Mark!
She looks like she might faint.
He looks at Mark and he goes, No, stop that!
But after a few moments, a bunch of cooks bring in a very, very nice meal. Like, they clearly dipped into the good stuff a bit. And she says, please, eat to your heart's content. And if there's anything else I can do to make your brief stay here pleasant, then I will be happy to do so.
Certainly. Thank you so much. Like I said, I'll let them know that you've been very helpful.
I wonder Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. She continues to just sort of stand and watch you, just straight as a board.
I wonder who's the house call, because he's probably going to have either a conniption or is going to be groveling at Hero's feet.
Yeah, I don't know if Hero's family outranks these people or not, so...
I'm going to say about the same rank.
Okay.
And
That's fair.
all the servants, they can tell you're from money, so they are being ultra polite and doing their best to look busy.
Which is weird, because Mark looks nothing of the sort.
Yes,
Well-
but Hero does.
Yeah, Hero's claiming her as a servant, so, like... Yeah. Anyways.
And it's clear that Reihi wants you out of here, because every time you, finish your plate, she says, would you like to leave now, or should I get you some more?
How long would it take for
Subtle.
Yeah, very subtle. How long would it take for
Tonawé.
Tonawé? Thank you. I was gonna say Tawani, but no, how long would it take her to get back to us?
Not to. I don't know. It's up to Dally. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, like she doesn't even necessarily know where we are, so I don't know if she'll come find us or not.
She'll probably exit the building of her own accord at some point. But I did have another thing I wanted.
Go on.
I was gonna have her. Well, first of all, sneak around and see if she can eavesdrop on any of the conversations the servants might be having.
The servants right now are mostly talking about why is a Hoshin visiting? Did something happen? He says he's visiting about Shiro, but that happened years ago.
Okay.
Then again, I guess they didn't really make it public.
She's going to lean in and go, yeah, why is that?
Okay, if you actually call attention to yourself, they look at you, and it's clear that they don't recognize you. This is a live-in group of maintenance people.
Yeah.
She says, oh, my apologies, I'm here with Master Hoshin. He gave me leave to scout out the area just in case of any danger. You know how it is. You know how it is with these nobles.
Ah, yes, of course.
The way I hear it, it's probably... The way I hear it, you're probably... Sorry, go ahead.
The Hoshin family can be rather, well, at the very least, the matriarch's been getting a bit paranoid lately.
Exactly. Not to mention demanding, but, well, I suppose you work for the Shimadas, you'd already know about that. Way I hear it, you're lucky that you're just working on maintenance right now.
One of the maids laughs and says, you said it. And their new child is the worst.
New child?
Oh, yes, they took in... Don't tell anyone this.
Of
they
course,
say
of course.
Theirs,
Just
but they
between
took
us.
in a foundling just a few years ago.
They took in a what?
Basically an orphan. Yeah.
Oh, that seems rather out of character for them.
Yes, we don't know the details of it. It was after a visit to Hira that they did so. But, he's this little boy, very white skin, pale hair, yellow eyes. He looks like nothing else, very sensitive to the sun, but started firebending as soon as he could walk. That's good for our blood pressure. And they're spoiling him absolutely rotten.
I see.
Andrea!
Well...
God damn it.
Vampire!
Andrea says, yup.
Well,
I am bending vampires. Good God.
they,
We'd never be safe.
I suppose they are proud to have adopted a firebending prodigy from the sounds of it.
Yes, as far as the world is concerned, though, it's theirs.
Sorry?
As far as the world is concerned, though, it's theirs.
I see.
I mean, they were very happy about it after what a, air quotes, disappointment their last son ended up.
She barely hides her rage at that statement, but tries to calm herself down.
They traded in for the newest model.
Yes, they don't really much care for the non-bending among their family, do they? Which leads me to actually wonder, I heard, now I must be hearing this wrong, but I heard that they disowned Hachi, the second son I think it was, but last I heard he was quite a competent firebender.
Oh, he's not disowned, per se, but they've been distancing themselves from him since he... Oof, that's a bit of a... There was a bit of a family snafu. It was the talk of the servantry a few years back.
Oh. I mean, I heard from...
They haven't disowned him. He's still a Shimada as far as everyone's concerned, but they're slowly weaning him off perks.
It does seem to be... He does seem to be looking for his own place now.
Yes, and they're not at all letting him in on the important family business.
Of course,
Like, I doubt he even knows about their new home.
their new home, you say?
Oh yes, they've... it's actually rather out of character for them. They've never liked homes in places that aren't all that affluent, though I suppose in this case they're going to try and change that, considering what they've done with the theater there, but they've made themselves a new mansion in Hira'a.
Oh, I see. Oh, well that certainly does seem out of character. How intriguing.
I
Well,
don't know why they moved there, though. They started taking a real interest in it about 2.5 years ago.
Yes, I suppose that was around the time that Shiro died. How?
Honestly, the servants don't really know what happened.
I
One
had been
day,
wondering
he-
about that. I mean, last I heard, the boy was fit and healthy. I mean, a disappointment to his parents, but not ill.
One day he was there, the next day he was just gone.
Gone.
He just stopped appearing, and, well, we're all too smart to ask about it.
No, that's fair. Well, I wish you a,
Although, I think that one of the servants might know a little about it. He'll be easy to find if you ever... They take him everywhere that they go. He's one of the newer ones, but he's a young man. Well, it's hard to tell his age because, then again, I'm not sure how much he could tell you. He doesn't really have a, she touches her tongue.
he can't talk?
No, they say he was, they say he was some sort of ex-raider or something along those lines. We don't know the details. But, no, he can't talk. He
What?
has no tongue.
What does
And
he...
it's clear he's had a bit of a rough life.
What does he look like? Eli?
I think Eli's ogged.
He looks like Zarg.
You're muted,
Yeah,
Dave.
Bucky, that's what I was gonna say.
So is it just like even before it was like really pointed out, like Hero Rose and whatever, what is his place?
Hoshin.
Hoshin.
Sure.
Hoshin seems at the center of all of this.
Hang on, wait,
What?
which character are you talking about?
No, the place.
No, Hira'a is the one we're
Hira'a,
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
are.
it. That's it.
Hero.
I am so frustrated that Tonawé doesn't know who the Mother of Faces is, because if she did, she would put this all together right the fuck away.
I'm
However,
apparently missing something though.
what?
'Cause I'm not fully sure of what like.
Where
Yeah,
did I
neither
figure
am I.
out?
If you haven't read the comics, you won't know who the Mother of Faces is, but we'll get to that. Oh, we'll
Well, I
get to
do know
that.
who the Mother of Faces is.
Where did I peter out?
He looks like
Yeah,
does he look
she
like?
she just said, what does he look like?
The maid cringes and says, well, he's clearly had a really hard life. Besides not having a tongue, his face is just absolutely covered in burn scars, like from bottom to top.
She
And,
just...
It's really bizarre that they took him in, because he's not all that good at any of the work a servant ought to be good at, you know?
she,
But it's very unusual for them to take in, well, ugly people or charity cases, but I guess maybe it's something to do with the kid. I don't know.
she is breathing heavily again and has balled up her fists, and you can actually see smoke starting to come out of her nostrils.
The two
Oh, no.
servants take a step back.
The dragon.
Those bastards. My apologies, I must be
What?
going. And she storms out. She just goes to the servants' quarters and goes right out the door, and as soon as she's outside, she just stamps hard on the ground so that Ning knows where she is, and then goes back to the front of the house to meet up with the others whenever they come out.
Alright. For the record, while you guys are talking, one of the maids comes up to the woman in the suit and whispers to her, and the woman's face hardens, and she says, "You should be leaving now."
Wait, who's?
The woman in the suit is saying to Hero's group, "You should be leaving now."
May I ask why?
Because, well, it's not appropriate.
Speaking of what's appropriate, I do have one more question before I leave.
Ask it quick.
How did Shiro die? I only ask because, you see, I don't want to say anything that offends. For example, if he died in a horrible firebending accident, I don't want to brag to the Shimados about how well my firebending's been going.
Shiro was not a firebender.
Oh, I'm aware, but perhaps someone used him as firebending target practice. I was just using an example either way.
She frowns deeply and says, "We don't know. Those sorts of things aren't told to the help."
I can't help but wonder why.
Euro will smirk audibly when you said target practice. That's
She basically,
really
at this point, just ushers you out, and you realize that you're suddenly being flanked by two very large firebending types.
Hiro kind of looks around and he goes, "What's going on?"
Your servant has overstepped some of her boundaries, and we would very much appreciate it if you tried to be a little more polite in the future and have a bit of better control over your property.
Oh. Even as a stuck-up noble, this offends Hiro, but he doesn't say anything. He just smiles and he goes, "Of course, my deepest apologies. I'll be sure to reprimand her when we get home."
And the firebenders escort you out. And the gate slams behind you once all of you are outside of it. And the maid glares at Tonawé as she's being escorted.
Tonawé was already outdoors, or were they just being escorted off the property?
Off the property.
Okay. She's just glaring darkly ahead, not particularly at anyone. She's just, you can tell she's furious.
So, you're now all outside the gate, but the two firebenders are now flanking the gate, and they are just staring steely down at you.
Okay, I'll tell my parents how well this meeting went, he says with a big, semi-genuine smile.
Tonawé is just barely keeping up the facade at this point, and she said, "Sir, we should get going."
Absolutely. And as he's walking away, like just to make sure the guards can hear, he goes, "But I'm afraid I'm going to have to reprimand you for disobeying my orders so blatantly."
Of course, sir. Understood.
So, once you guys have gotten somewhere a little less, near.
Yes.
Is there anything that Smarty and Andrea would like to do before the explosion happens?
I told you what I was doing.
Oh yes, yeah, you got some.
Oh, what
Okay.
what did you do?
Yay!
Following her around this entire time. What the fuck has gone on?
She stole some shit.
What?
She's
She
Aladdin.
may,
Explosion.
She really is Aladdin.
she may or may not have stolen some apples or cabbages using Keahi as a distraction and digits.
My cabbages!
My cabbages!
So, can we say that the whole team kind of congregates, or would that be too convenient?
I'm cool with that.
Tonawé specifically looking to meet up with the other two. She
All
doesn't
right.
want to have to say this more than once.
So once the whole team is congregated, I'll say that you're able to... There's another... It's winding down in the day, so it's easier to find a private place.
As soon as they're all together, her fists are still balled up, and she is breathing a lot of smoke out of her nose at this point. And she just growls, "He's alive."
Well, that's good at least.
They took his tongue, they disfigured him, and they are keeping him as a servant. And they have our son.
Oh lord. That's out of character.
Oh, wow.
Hero is utterly speechless.
Zarg, no! Don't Zarg, no!
Andrea?
Yeah,
We can still hear you and see you.
Yeah. We'll see you. Ooh.
Can you hear us, Andrea?
Come on, not right now!
Apparently not.
Ah!
no. Poor Bab.
Ah, shit, I started shaking. Damn drama.
Sorry, Dally.
No!
You're so into character, it's beautiful.
I
Yeah,
love
you
what
are
you've I've
such a
loved what
good
you've done
actress.
so far with what I gave you, Eli.
Oh, I'm glad.
Okay,
was
I
afraid
didn't
might
see
have gone
they
too
have
far.
our son. That I didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
But I didn't see that coming.
that fucked me up.
Yeah.
Oh, some people are gonna die.
I was holding on to
people are
that
gonna
one.
die.
I almost wish I wasn't playing a joke character, because someone is about to die in the most horrific way possible. But I'm playing Mock.
She
I
doesn't
mean-
have to be just a joke character.
Yeah, I mean, haven't
Mark
plenty of
Stark-
people started out as jokes and, you know...
Fucking sucker.
Literally,
Yeah.
Mark started off as a pun.
The issue is with Mock, there's no like, I'm going to be better than what I used to be. No, she's just
A goof.
yeah, because that's just who she is. Like, and she doesn't realize she's a goof.
She can still be more than. Anyway.
You just have to get her a meteor sword.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can now.
Okay.
You're still, but we can hear you. And can you hear us?
Yeah, I've moved to my phone because Skype
alright.
is
Did Skype
gonna
crash?
butt.
While you
Sorry.
restart.
Well, it's like my computer has my phone has Wi-Fi, but my computer doesn't.
Fucking bizarre.
And
Anyway,
it's how it's been the last couple of weeks, this past week, because they're fucking doing shit to the Wi-Fi here, and that cut out the Ethernet, and I'm just
sorry.
calling them Monday morning and telling them get this fucking thing fixed now.
Anyway, did you hear the big reveal?
I heard baby.
Yes, they have our son.
Abby got stole.
Yeah.
Abby
So-
did indeed get stole.
Keahi is just munching on cabbage/apple. Very
Even
intense.
with digits translating.
Yep. Hum.
It's just translating nom nom nom.
But anyway,
Digit is translating. Keahi is just looking. Is very like. Imagine it. She's eating it like popcorn.
alright.
Oh my god.
But how does everyone react to that bombshell?
Hero is speechless, and he's kind of unsure how to person because he's so used to either being angry at everyone or being incredibly stiff and, impersonal that he is very awkward as he just kind of shuffles over and uncertainly reaches out to hug Tonawé.
She stops breathing smoke for a second and she looks genuinely shocked and just numbly holds out her arms for Hero to hug her.
Character growth.
He hugs her, and it's very, very awkward because he does not know how to person.
She's very stock still at first, then she just kind of, you can feel her crumple just a little as if all the tension goes out of her, and she hugs him tight, but then she lets go again and steps back.
He steps back too, and he goes, "So, we're gonna put a stop to that shit."
Hero came to Intarasu, where I live, the Sun Warrior Island.
Shiro, you mean?
Shiro, sorry. With his two friends, Malik, who you met, and Nima, an airbender. Shiro and I fell in love, and I fell pregnant. We returned home to his family. Malik and Nima were skeptical. I was a bit too, but Shiro trusted his parents, so I trusted them too, because I trusted Shiro. They were all grace and hospitality until I was almost due. They drugged me and my friends. They had mercenaries take me into the night. They cut my baby from my belly, and they left me to die. If Shiro's brother Hachi hadn't managed to bring Malik and Nima around, if they hadn't come after me, if Malik hadn't used his healing on me, I'd be dead right now. I didn't know what they had planned for the baby, but I suppose now I do.
Hero is silent for a moment, and then he goes, "Well, now I guess I know why you don't like nobles, and I kind of don't like them either now."
They would rather commit murder and lock up their son than have him marry a savage sun warrior. So yes, I am not fond of nobles on the whole. I need to know if any of you have heard or know anything about the Mother of Faces.
Can I roll?
Yes, please do.
Do we all roll?
You may.
I know people are rolling lore, but can I roll cognition to
Lore?
Okay.
Can someone roll my lore for me? I got a +6 in that.
All right, I'll roll
Mine's
for you.
6 as well. So
Nice, I got a
once.
22.
Oh, hot damn.
29.
There you go. And that second one's for Andrea.
Okay, so thank you. Everyone below 20, which I believe is just Yura and Andrea.
Okay, that makes complete sense.
Actually, I'm giving you a bit of a bonus, so that'll boost you up to above 20. So
Really?
I have my reasons.
Okay.
But Yura, you think that maybe it's some sort of Fire Nation spirit or something? Everyone above 20, except for Mock and Aunt Lily, you know that it's a spirit that lives in the Fire Nation and is said to appear once every season, and is said to be willing to give people new faces, new identities, or something like that. And Mock and Aunt Lily, you know all that, and you know that she is said to live in the town, in the Forest of Forgetfulness, which is right near the town of Hira'a.
And she will relay said information.
It all ties together.
The Forest of Forgetfulness. She delves into her bag and pulls out the book with that title. And just shows it. They had been reading about it.
For the record, Aunt Lily, you've also read that this is the only way to reverse the curse of Ko, the face stealer, but that's just a legend.
Yes. Also, angry Iroh face.
Yes. But anyway...
Grandma.
Lily is not best pleased.
Lily is not happy.
Mm-hmm. And, look, flipping through the book quickly... sorry, go on, Andrea.
Would Keahi know where this forest is?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it's the forest that you came out of when you first arrived in Hira'a.
Ah!
Wait a minute. Did that old weird man have a name?
Not that she knows of.
Ah!
She will signal to like, I know where that is.
Although it's also said within the book that when people go in the Forest of Forgetfulness, they don't come out.
It's like, I know where that is. That's where I lived for 6 months.
It's a place where you can go. As you read through the book, you read that the Forest of Forgetfulness is a place where you can go to forget your pain, forget your old life, to lose yourself, to lose the person you were.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like you're still there. Ooh.
Ghosty ghost.
I know where that is. I live there. That's about as much of a truth bomb as when Aunt Lady said, "Oh, I know Uncle Iroh."
How you doing there, Dave?
You're slowly melting.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Nothing to be sorry for, just checking in with you.
You've got the plot, she thickens look.
Yes!
Oh shit, Andrea can't get in the call. I'll try and add her. I think I know how to do that.
To kick her first, then add her.
Oh, okay, that's how that...
Just where you were
Although she's already in the call.
Sorry, yeah.
Where you were slouching, your beard was just slowly spilling over your chest. And it just looked like your face was melting.
Oh, and we lost Anita.
Oh no.
Hello, Sammy. Where's my owl? Oh, we lost Eli. Oh, we lost Andrea. Just have to make up for it with...
I thought losing Good stuff to post. Yes. I thought losing Andrea was the point.
Yes.
Making up for lost people with plushies.
Stuffed animals. The part of Eli will now be played by Sycamore.
All of my hate. But anyway, I'll try to add Andrea.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Ooh.
What the hell? This is... Andrea?
Am I back?
Yes.
Yes!
Yeah!
Yeah, there.
Sorry about that.
Finally.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, she moves.
Fucking hate this fucking school's Wi-Fi. Ah.
I know the feel. But anyway, aw. Hi, Dave's cat. Hi, Dallie's owl.
Where did Bug Gummy go?
Technically, it's Dally's cat.
Sounds like y'all let her go to Hogwarts.
Aw. But
We've already been to Hogwarts. That's just a standard for British people.
but anyhow, where were we? Something.
Bloopa 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 bloop.
Oh yes.
Keahi used to live in the Forest of Forgetfulness.
Which is stated to be the place where you go when you want to lose the person that you were, and no one who comes in has been said to come out. With only a few notable exceptions that are not outlined in this book.
Like that one.
Like Keahi has stated, she came out of that forest.
She lived in that forest for 6 months.
What were you doing in that?
What?
What were you doing there?
What were you doing in the Forest of Forgetfulness? Don't
The old man had me training there.
Did you, when you came out, did you come into Kira'a?
Kira'a. For the record, the theater was not there when you came out. The acting troupe was, the theater was not.
Yeah, she was fine. There wasn't a theater there, though. That was 6 years ago.
I think they may have given my son a new face. The way they described him, the servants, he doesn't sound like he looks very much like... Did he sound like he looked like Shiro, Eli?
No, Shiro looked very typically Fire Nation. This child looks like nothing that is usually seen in this world.
Okay.
This child has, according to what you heard, he has yellow hair, yellow eyes, and skin like snow.
Oh, I missed the yellow hair.
Albino.
Oh my god, it's a white boy.
He's a white boy!
He's a white boy.
And he is very sensitive to the sun.
So he's a white boy.
He is a white boy!
Okay,
I
so...
still hold to the notion, vampire.
Vampire.
He's a white boy, Andrea.
Basically, yes. She says, I think they might have given my son a new face, because the way the servants described him, he doesn't look anything like me or Hiro. He doesn't look like anyone I've heard of. And apparently he's very sensitive to the sun, which he shouldn't be. He has Sun Warrior blood in him. He's meant to be outside where the sun is. She just trails off and looks incredibly sad.
And to take your medicine.
Shut up.
Hmm?
It's our phone.
Amazing
My phone.
time.
Siri.
For the record, we have been going for quite some time. Mostly I'm just getting ready to wrap this up because I don't want to keep you guys too long, but anything you'd like to do as sort of a wrap up?
Keahi says, I can meet you there.
I do want to go there, but we can't lose sight of our main objective here. We need to help Hiro and Yura.
Hiro looks at her and says, look, whatever we end up doing in the long run, another long run goal is for Yura and I to train. And if taking out some motherfucking baby kidnappers and mutilators helps with my training, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I understand if you don't want to do it right away, but maybe that can be our next goal after we visit my parents if you really want to do that first. But I'm okay if you want to postpone that.
I don't know. Now that I know where they are, I didn't for 3 years. Didn't even know if the baby was still alive.
Hey, maybe we should go, because we don't know how long they'll stay around.
Perhaps.
We might not get another chance like this. It might be a good idea to go as soon as we can.
She
Yes.
just looks mutely at everyone else.
She just nods.
This plan has a higher chance of us getting to kick ass, so I'm in favour of it.
Keahi offers part of her cabbage to
She just holds out.
Just a cabbage!
Just
There's
a
several bite marks taken out of it.
Oh my god! Just a cabbage.
Cabbages.
Thank you, I'm not hungry.
How?
You're all Tyson.
Hero just out and takes it.
Hero gives both Yura and Keahi weird looks once again.
Ning, Lily, Mock.
Hero tells Keahi, I don't eat things that other people have put in their mouths.
Hum.
It's your fiancé and your son. I think that very
It's
important.
important.
Sorry?
Couldn't quite hear that, Ellen.
It's your fiancé and your son. They are very important. More than going to see Hero's parents.
It's also possible,
Okay.
I suppose, that, the Mother of Faces is a spirit. Perhaps she might be able to shed some insight on this whole split avatar soul situation.
You're right, that's a pretty good idea. We should meditate while we're there. And try to go into the spirit world, I guess. He looks over at Yura.
Sure.
She's like,
I guess.
she's like, fuck, I don't know what
He
being.
doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
You're just eating the cabbage.
Um, um,
She's not eating a cabbage, she's being a cabbage.
Being a cabbage.
No, he offered at least one cabbage to Yura.
She is being a cabbage.
She's offered a cabbage to everybody at this point.
Cannibal cabbage. Cabbage eating another cabbage.
Cabbage bowl?
Are the two girls just eating cabbages? Is that what they're doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
My cabbages!
There's just some going back at the. There is the cabbage going back at the city, just going, my cabbages! A couple of them have been stolen.
I'm surprised none of the rest of the party have asked.
I don't have to. I know what happened. I don't care.
As long as it's not going to imminently have me go in jail, I don't mind.
Imminent cabbage jail.
Eli?
Sorry?
I was just wondering if you had zarged or not.
Sorry, just got distracted. But, with that, you guys are able to charter one of the boats and head towards the Fire Nation mainland. And it's up to you where in the mainland you're going. Nearer to the capital or nearer to Hira-Ah.
My vote is for Hira-Ah.
Hira-Ah!
Then that's where you're headed.
The avatar's been spoken.
It's a little inland, but you'll need to walk there for a while, but we can get to that in the next session. So, with that, thank you all for playing with me. Thank you, Dally, so much for streaming. And thank you, everyone, for watching.
Thank you, Eli, for DMing.
Yes, thank you, Eli, for DMing.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. Take care, and good night.